Yo, peace, what's going on? Pull up. Pull up. By the way, for Mensa to join, about to build. I'll take this shit. We about to build.
Yo, what's good, guy?
What's poppin'?
You already know.
Hey, but go ahead, bro, on the thread you was just on, like.
Yeah. All right, bro. So I was just building, the fact that we is in heaven, bro.
Yeah.
Like the vibration that we are in, where we're vibrating at mentally, where we're vibrating at on a frequent basis, the frequency that we live on is heaven. You feel me? And the deaths that we have gone through on this reality, like listen to where we came up out of. Like we came up, and the whole Kundalini process of this journey has been a whole situation of having to cut people off, of having to go through all this shadow work that, like you feel you're literally ripping your soul in every direction just to find the balance point between it all. So like you literally had to die, you had to beef with people you loved, you had to make shit just out of the wild out for a minute, all for you to die in the end and be in such unconditional love with yourself that you are just able to come back in style and grace and love and harmony with everyone that you love and everybody that's in your life, everybody you come into contact with, no matter what frequency they are on, whatever. It don't matter what they're doing. It don't matter. I could go right now in the street and be confronted with a homeless man, bro, that's out here talking some wild shit. And I literally would look at him, smile, and just be like, yo, bro, like, what's up, man? How you feeling? Like, yo, I love you, my man. Like, it's just like, yo, and it's like, to be able to like have that transition, heaven's state of mind is literally being in such unconditional love and experiencing everything that is the most pleasurable to your soul. And even to be able to be in the fucking, in adversity, be able to be in things that are what most would consider chaotic or abstract or something that you like, to be able to find peace and find the most high perspective and just be the observer, master being the observer, master being present with your emotion and just, respond as God. When you have mastered the art of responding as God and literally in every scenario, utilizing that channel to channel the most high vibrational perspective and vibration of yourself, when you have mastered that, you are now living on the frequency of heaven, because you create heaven with every scenario. You have to be able to anchor it in with every moment. You feel me? Once you master that, you are now living there.
Hey, I want to say this too. Shout out to the three. They had just posted, not they, but we just posted this thing online, the audiobook. Listen to the 4 Agreements. The 4 Agreements audio book.
Man, I've been on the 4 Agreements since like 2013.
Listen, bro, I listened to the first agreement like 3 times before I even go into the next one, just because they were saying based off the first agreement is my word is impeccable. Yes.
Exactly that.
Yes, my word is impeccable. So what that basically means, and you know that your words come from your thoughts, how you think is going to determine how you speak. So essentially, you have to have an impeccable mind. You have to have a pure mind. Think purely. Think with the proper thoughts. Now, how do you think with the proper thought? He said, you late. How do you think with the proper thoughts? Objective, understanding knowledge of self, understanding reality with objective thoughts. That's how you're going to, that's your kung fu for this reality. Your kung fu is knowledge of self. To beat your own subconscious so that you can experience heaven. So based off of the first agreement alone, if you can achieve that alone before even going to the other 3 agreements, based off that alone,
this is not the latest one. This is not the latest one. Then I'm gonna show the latest one. This is like when he first left. I just want to show you
bro,
how
it's a
he
matter of
changed
like
up.
subconscious. the subconscious health is why it's such a major
That's what
thing in
this
my
is,
reality,
guys,
bro.
watching.
Because
This is
I need to
a
be,
throwback
even whenever
from when
like
he
I'm
just left.
not
Then we're gonna
vibrating
see
in
him
like
now.
say full presentness, my autopilot is still vibrating on a stream where I'm just thinking divine thoughts and I'm still observing and perceiving through a lens that's like high vibratory and just in alignment with the divine. You feel me? Like whenever you can see through a lens of peace, when you can see through a lens of love in every given moment, bro, like you're streaming the most high. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's how you just continue to cultivate that vibration of heaven for yourself.
Oh yeah.
Some of the activities that I do to stay in alignment. It's everything. Peace. Like I find peace in literally everything. So meditation to me does not have to be sitting in stillness, breathing, and like no, that's not meditation. Meditation to me is anything that puts me in a flow state. I mean, that is meditation, but anything that puts me in a flow state where I'm now receiving and in clear communication with the Most High. That is what meditation is to me. I found meditation in washing the dishes. I found meditation in writing music, journaling, walking through the park, breathing, vacuuming, sweeping, you know, like anything puts me in that flow state, anything that puts me in a peace of mind where I'm now able to utilize my imagination and creativity. That is what meditation is. Whenever you open and access that realm of imagination and vision, where you're able to envision exactly what you want to see and sit with that vision so deeply that you're able to feel the emotion of that vision. And that is how you mathematically explain manifestation, is whenever you are literally able to see in your mind a vision of something occurring and you hold it to the point of emotion, because you have to vibrate on the frequency, and emotion is how you generate energy and motion, and your energy and motion becomes your vibration. Vibration could be calculated in frequency, you feel me? And so you have to magnetize the frequency of that vision to make it come to fruition. But yeah, man, we live in this life, we live in our dreams. We're living in heaven, bro. Everything.
Bro,
like
did
everything.
You peep the palace swag though, bro? I showed you the palace swag. You peep the palace swag?
You said what?
Look, bro, peep the palace swag. Look.
Ooh,
look,
we.
Look. You see the sun? You see the sun? Look at the sun mirror.
My boy Regal. I like it.
Nigga. It's lit, bro.
But yeah, bro, we living. I'm living my wildest dreams, bro. What I'm living right now, like it's my wildest dreams.
Clapping online, like wah.
The things that we are doing today with our chance and opportunity in this world.
Hey, Lisa.
It's like there's nothing I'd rather do,
welcome.
bro. I'm being myself. I'm being myself with nothing stopping me from being myself. Because me being someone that I've put myself and agreed to situations that inhibited me from being myself fully, I'm so grateful to have remembered and given myself the space and grace to remember who I am through experience of life, you know, and just being in surrender and being in ebb and honoring the ebb before I dive into the flow. That has created the peace and the love within my mind and my soul. But man, it's like nothing is unattainable. Nothing's unattainable, like everything. But at the same time, I only desire to be in alignment with what is my highest and most divine timeline. Because I could really, with the power I now have within my mind and my wisdom and my knowledge, I could literally create whatever I wanted to. And I could literally experience whatever I wanted to. I could be a very powerful and manipulative energy that utilize that to get my way over the cost of someone else. I could be of service to myself instead of service to others. You feel me?
Right.
But just that's why the wisdom is so important, in the application of actually filtering my wisdom through divinity is so important, so that I stay humbled and grounded in why I'm here on this earth.
Hey, baby.
First place.
Welcome.
You feel me? And man, That's all I gotta say.
Now Carl was like, yep.
Stay in tune. Stay in tune with your remembrance, man. Stay in tune with who you are, and just make a bold effort to vibrate to your organic blueprint of yourself. When we talk about healing generational curses, when we talk about healing our ancestors, healing our traumas, we're talking about healing our DNA and coming back to the most original state of that, coming back to the most balanced and activated state. So whenever you are engaging with the heavenly realm, when you're engaging with divine knowledge itself, when you're engaging
that's
with
what I
the
was
natural
thinking,
elements in
Hey,
the most pure
sweetness,
state,
welcome,
you
baby.
literally
Some more
enlighten
underwear.
the DNA that was not active whenever you were in an environment that wasn't promoting those genes. So if you want to activate your DNA, you have to live frequently in an environment that promotes
Hey, Annie, welcome, sweetie.
That hold all the wisdom of all the ancient ancestry.
Hey, yo, I want to chime in on that too.
Yeah,
I want to add to that, bro, because essentially our DNA and everything is already perfect, but because of the way we was programmed subconsciously, it acts as like a virus.
Welcome, sweetie.
Like exactly. So you already designed to be your greatest version, your greatest self, but you start off with like a virus in your system, and that's your DNA.
I agree, and I agree.
Because the DNA is the mind of God, and so the way that your genome is set up is how your mind thinks. That's your astrology.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can understand how to heal your DNA, then you can heal your mind.
Exactly that.
So if you go to the tropics, where the sun vibrates at a higher frequency, and you sit in the sun and you get the sunlight, then it'll heal your DNA and your mind, and the answers will come to you. You'll understand. You'll be more in tune with life, what to do, what not to do. You'll start to learn how to peep the signs.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I give kudos to everybody who has obtained a high level of enlightenment, especially that haven't been to the tropics. But I recommend taking your actual avatar and traveling to the tropics, because you're in your mind. So the more you travel, the more dimensions you see, the higher perspective you can have in life.
Exactly that.
We're good, Salah. Hell yeah.
Exactly that. Hey, bro, I found a spot that got all the oils.
Oh, the oils? Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back with some drippage.
Oh, yeah, some shit, baby. Word. That's what it is.
But yeah, bro, hey, what in life got you most excited right now to live, to breathe?
To breathe?
Yeah, what in life has you so excited about just being embodied in yourself, bro? Like being in your process of downloading and remembering you. Like, what part about it is most exciting to you? Like, what makes you, what like fuels you? What is constantly filling you with that?
Bro, for real, it's been relationships. It's been people, bro.
That's real.
It's been people. It's been like it's been family, bro. I really been like doing this for family and for humanity, bro. Like doing this, like understanding that I represent something bigger than myself. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like, yeah.
Yeah, that's real.
What about you?
Man, that was a major one, bro. Like, and I love questions, bro, because they make you stop and it make you utilize your channel. You feel me? That's why I asked you that just off rip, because I just wanted to. I like to exercise being able to use the channel.
A week and a half ago.
Bro, for me, I just got so much to be grateful for when it comes to just seeing my life unravel, and just I see every relationship in my life, bro. Yeah. Just landing in their all important puzzle pieces, bro. And I'm just like grateful for alignment, bro. Alignment and just synchronistic magnetism. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for just every being in alignment with all the people that are currently in my life, bro. Are all the perfect people, bro. Like from my family members to my close friends to all my loved ones, bro. it's just a whole lot of cultivation, a whole lot of love. It's just everything falling into place for me to live my best life, live my most righteous life. You feel me? And I'm just grateful. Gratitude has like been my attitude for like the past couple months, bro. And I just see how the universe really just builds with you whenever you vibrate in gratitude, bro. Like that's how you create everything. It's to be grateful before you even see it.
Yeah, bro. Listen, I can't hold you, bro. I was having so many synchronicities happen, bro. I was getting scared, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, bro, this shit is, because the thing about it is, like, and everybody's talking about 5D. I feel like all 5D is like, it's just reality speeding up. So whatever frequency you're on, you're gonna experience that more. You're gonna experience more of that, like faster. So you can understand at a more rapid rate how your thoughts affect your reality.
Yeah, it's because our Merkabahs are expanding, bro. So our ability to retain light, emit light, and absorb light, and just alchemize everything, our senses, our ability to feel, like everything is enhanced, bro. So the more you integrate this new earth vibration, the more you integrate the codes, because this is the thing, bro. There's codes literally raining on the planet, and everybody has access to them, but not everybody is vibrating on the frequency to pull in from those portals. You feel me? But we all have access to the same codes. We all shooting in the same court, but not everybody is in tune with themselves enough to be able to pull in them codes. But I mean, I ain't even worried about it. I ain't worried about humanity one bit, because the same faith I had for myself when I was in all the way active is the same faith I got for everybody in my reality. You feel me? Everything already is, bro. And whenever it comes to like I literally, bro, like I'm watching my movie, bro. I'm watching my movie, and this is my favorite part. What it was like, everything that we're experiencing, everything that's coming to fruition in this exact moment, this is the beginning of the favorite part of my movie, and I'm just watching it. You feel me? I wrote this shit, bro, and the moment I remembered that I wrote this shit, everything just became so easy. Everything became so easy, bro.
Hey, bro, what's up?
Hey, sugar, what's going on?
I was trying to sneak eat in the dark before Nicole catch me, right? I had the lights out and everything in the closet so Nicole wouldn't catch me.
she be on it.
I was in the closet in the dark. Did you catch me, Nicole?
What's up, gang? I missed y'all. I had a lot going on. I'll tell y'all about it later, but I'm tapped back in. So I'm just listening for a minute, getting caught up.
Man, oh man, Chevy. Yeah, you got to get caught up with this bunch of bullshit.
I hear the brothers talking a little different now, though.
You're gonna see the next one now. Yeah, he denounced them. This is like a week and a half ago. Then he denounced them. Then he did another one. We already saw the denouncement one.
So I can't wait. I can't wait to hear that.
He's still talking like, I mean, you should have seen the one yesterday. They don't even got Serenity involved.
What?
Mm-hmm. As far as Nature Boy wants to tell her and Rambo to reach out to Solar, because Solar back with Janae now, boy. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sassy, let me tell you something. Yeah, he got a whole God complex going on too. He's something else. But I'm not surprised him and Janae, they got they they're the same birds of the same feather, put it like that. So yeah, but it's gonna be interesting. I want to hear the denouncement.
I gotta run that back. This not the, I'm gonna have to run it in. I'm gonna have to run the announcement back. Whoever watching, you'll get to see it again. Damn it! But this is right before that, so I wanted you to see what led up, where his mindset and stuff is at. But Nature Boy is never going to leave them. train of thought, their train of thinking, and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll ever. But you know what happened though? The funniest part about everything,
What's that?
every last one of them denounced their mama, mama, and where they all went back home. They all went back to their mama.
Singing like Boys to Men.
Mama.
Well, you know what? That goes to show you. That goes back to what we saying from the beginning. At the end of the day, who had to rescue them when all is said and done? They mama. A black woman that that Nature Boy had them. You know what I'm saying? Now they seeing it. You know.
Now I wanted to send this out to the manosphere people because y'all the one women need to take their place, and y'all the one man is the top, the logic. Men is all of this. Now all these are grown men who was beating up on all their women, right?
Yeah.
They're beating up on all their women because they are the man. God damn it. And when they had to go back home, mama.
Happy birthday to your little king, Nicole.
Yes, happy birthday.
And what's up, everybody in the gang? Y'all comments passed too quick, but I seen a lot of people speaking. So what's up to everybody? I missed y'all, missed Sugar Love, missed everything. Just had a lot going on. But you know, here's the thing. Here's what I want to see. Okay, it's great. Everybody woke up. I want to see who's the first one to get a job and really live a normal, productive life instead of still talking the same, you know, cosmic wizardry, you know.
Well, I mean, like it depends because they claim they looking for but you gotta remember they're gonna really have to start at the bottom. My thing is because you gotta remember social media is a job, but when you telling us to give you stuff because you want this or want that, then we got a problem.
Right
now, people just want to donate out the kindness of their heart to the channel. That's different. That means I like what you do. I'm support the channel, you know. But when you start having demands and all this other stuff, and I need a car.
That's my thing.
I need this. What?
I just want to see one of them, right? Whatever they got donated, I want them to come on and say, "Listen, here's what I did. I got an apartment. I got me a little $2,500 car to get me back and forth. I'm selling my artwork. This is how much I sold. This is what I did." And then I really wouldn't have no objection to anybody donating to them. I mean, you can give anybody your money if you want to, but I'm just saying, it's like, just be productive in what you're doing. And, you know, still talking about this spiritual journey stuff is like, you're still not getting it.
You know what I would like better? I would like for them to say, "Hey, Rico," I would like for them to say, "Hey, I donated money to this children's program. Right. I donate." That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm waiting for. This, forget the knowledge. We all can read a book and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm waiting for. I will be for all of this humanity that they're talking about. I would love for them to say. I think Velvet tried it at one time, but I would love for them to say, "Hey, I'm in my neighborhood's community center, and I pledged them a day a week."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's humanity for me.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I would love to see. Like, you know, I'm at this pantry and I donated, or I'm giving out to the homeless, or I'm giving socks to somebody who's in I mean, I guess I'll never see it, but that
you finished my thought, because I was thinking to myself, okay, if people are sending you donations and you're supposed to do art or music or whatever it is you do, take some of that money and show, like you said, "Hey, I'm down here, I'm donating this because y'all blessing me and making sure that I got on my feet and I was able to, you know, do things. I'm gonna give back." That's what I'm saying. Then I'm seeing something. Or, yeah, this laptop y'all sent me, I started a nonprofit and I'm for, you know, better women because I've been through that experience. So this is what I'm, you know, just something like that. That's all. It ain't gotta be nothing, you know, but I'm just saying that looks better. That makes people feel better about what they're doing, because, you know, like I said, yeah, you know, Did you come to this realization because you came to this realization, or did you have to? See, it's easy to say, oh yeah, I woke up now and I see what I was doing. We were being manipulated. But what if he wouldn't have went to jail? They would still be there. We would still be doing shows.
Man, I was waiting. That's why I knew you was. Man, I was thinking about you and your family. I'm glad everything is okay. Cause
Yeah.
you know y'all stay on my mind, right?
Yeah.
But you know, my hours is different. I'm really up too late. I was supposed to have my old ass in bed, but from being out all day in the sun, it drains me. So sometimes I get home, I take a nap. But
Yeah.
I shouldn't take that nap because now it's time for me to get ready to go to bed. But you know, I'm a little bit earlier now.
Yeah.
And I got another good group of kids. Most of them I done had already.
That's great. I wish I could get back to that, but you know, pretty soon, I'm sure.
You get there, but
it's, you know, it's always a money thing. So, you know, we're gonna be stepping on people's necks and putting pressure on people and make sure they spend money on the right things, you know, in our community. If they want to have stores, if they want to have businesses operate and you know, take money from our community, then we should give funding also for nonprofits and for programs that are helping children and helping single mothers and battered women. So, but anyway, that's another whole subject.
I said that to they ass yesterday. I was, because I didn't while they was live. We were live, but I was why I was letting them see it. I was in their live 10 ass part, right? I didn't say that, Jackie. Oh, stuff be just coming out my mouth. I didn't mean to say oh ass. I meant to say like oh behind. I didn't mean to say oh. Yeah, but yeah, Jack. Hey, Lane, how are you? But yeah, but I will. That's what. Hey, Mika, that's what I would really love to see them really. You know, instead of saying I apply the knowledge, that's to yourself,
right?
And then you're telling us a bunch of bullcrap where the community really needs. I was like, why? Because they were saying, don't talk about nature. I said, well, why not? And why wouldn't you want to? And I put this in the chat, and you know I can't type, but I was tip. And I was like, why would you not talk about nature boy and abuse and the effects of a cult? Why wouldn't you do that? Why would you? Because Nature Boy is not the only. It's going to be. It was cult leaders way before him. It's going to be cult leaders after him.
You notice how what I noticed is the way they all justify it is saying, well, you know, there's good and bad, good and evil in all of us. And so even though, yes, his actions and his deeds were, you know, wrong, or maybe, you know, in his darkness, you know, he did teach me about knowledge of self. Nah, see that again, that's like you're still not fully acknowledging that. No, the whole program, everything, even the so-called knowledge, it was all bullshit. All of it. None of it was anything that you could not have learned without going through all of the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual abuse that all of these people took. So that's what I want to, you know, that's what I want to hear from these people too, because, you know, the little bit I did hear from Sassy, he just sound like, you know, he still has Nature Boy's cadence. He's still talking that, you know, I don't really want to hear that. I want to see what it is that all of that so-called knowledge and information that you gained and all of these different spiritual realms that you're in, how does that translate back to you helping humanity? Because they all say that that's why I went, because we thought we were helping humanity. Okay, well, when is it gonna start? Because it's not that hard to do. Like you said, you was out in the sun today. They younger than us. You ain't did nothing. You ain't went out in the community and said, listen, right, I'm not working right now, but I can offer my services to your community. If you just need it swept up and cleaned up, I can cut the grass for you, just to be of service. If you're doing something like that, I'm gonna applaud that. I'm not saying everybody got to go out and get a traditional 9-to-5, but do something and let the people know who are supporting you, because whether y'all think y'all fooling them or not, most of them know that y'all full of it, but they're just, you know, that's our innate nature as Black people, as humans, toward each other, to help one another, even when we, you know, maybe shouldn't, because we're enabling some some bad behavior. But with all that being said, at least if you are that righteous of a person, or if you're on that much of a spiritual journey, show these people what you're doing with their donations, other than kicking it, you know, traveling state to state, you know, to these different subcultures and hanging out and still talking crazy and doing who knows what.
Yeah, still looking for ways, like for donations. And I'm like, if
Yeah,
you truly believe that the universe is going to take care of you, but you're not taking care of the universe,
thank you.
how does that go together?
Where's the whole cosmic currency theory? Where is that? Where is that at? Like, you know, it's, you know, and like I said, we have to be honest about this. See, when you take, even when you take nature nut out of the equation, what do you have? You still have a bunch of cult members who are trained to manipulate, to get money out of people, to fund their carefree lifestyle.
Even
And
if they,
that's
because people think because they left him, they think, I don't care what you learn, they still learned it. I mean, I don't care who you learn from. If somebody taught you manipulation, you know it front to the back of your hand. You're
thank
gonna know, you're gonna know how to get what you want.
right.
So it's not like because you're not with Nature Boy. No, when you want something, y'all all have the same protocol. I'm sorry to say.
If
Every
you
last one of y'all got the same protocol.
if you listen to every one of the guys speak, they all speak a little differently, but you can hear Nature Boy's rhetoric, because what did he do? Sat them down, made them listen to him for hours and hours and hours on end. So now they can just recite his BS back verbatim, damn near. They use the same phrases. They even, where Nature Boy will say, yeah, fuck you talking about, fuck out of here, you know, shit, I mean, excuse me, stuff like that. You can tell they all true, sassy. He's just trying to finesse it different now, because he's trying to find a different lane, but they're all doing the same thing. None of them have done anything with all of this knowledge, this information, this power, this independence, all this stuff that they say they have. All of this stuff that they have so much more. They've been in the tropics, they've been grounding, they've been applying the 5 sciences and the knowledge. And at the end of the day, they're still on social media begging people for money, because that's all they saw this man do for the last 5 to 7 years, however long they've been there. And that's all they know. And that's all that they really want to do. Because do you find it funny that Joy is the only one that can
That
say
we know, because
that we know?
what
Yeah,
I mean by that we know, because we haven't heard from Yaya or Pocahontas.
you're
Not
absolutely
the main
right.
people.
You're absolutely right. But that we know, she went to school, she got a career, she works, she's gotten remarried,
Had
she's
another baby,
had another baby. That's what moving on. That's
and
what.
she speaks the truth. I'm going to show her. I'm going to show her after. It's funny that you said that. I'm going to show her after you said this. I'm going to show her. And let me tell you something. Even when they were live in Serenity's room, Tori was eating their ass up too. Tori was eating their ass. Basically, tell the truth already. All of that. Well, what's the purpose and why?
Yeah.
The reason why, because somebody else may get trapped up in that.
Listen
I'm so
to the
sick of people saying, like we haven't heard this all our lives. You got to believe in yourself. The only person that's stopping you is you.
Right.
And guess what? To know how to walk, guess what? One foot go ahead of the other, and that's how you walk. I'm like, they got books, all them damn books and stuff, got all that bullshit in there.
That's basic life stuff.
Exactly.
Dante's Inferno said it perfectly. They live by a gypsy survival tactics, because they haven't learned any real life skills. If you think about it, like you said, Tori is the only one that we know of, but look at how she speaks in comparison to them. When you hold them accountable for something, they'll say, well, you're just reflecting how you feel about yourself. Tori doesn't speak like that. She accepted full responsibility. She said, when I saw the BS, I got away from it, and it is what it is. I didn't come out saying nothing until they came out trying to badmouth me, and I had to let them know don't play with me. And she kept it moving. Look at the difference in her life compared to everybody else that we know of that is left. That's how you, like I said, they can talk about, oh, now all of a sudden they healed because Nature Boy's in jail. They would still be there with him if Nature Boy wouldn't have got locked up.
True lost all his screws.
He gone.
True lost all his screws.
He bet the whole house on this Nature Boy shit. He can't go back. That's why I said now there's no way he can go back and say all of this stuff he's been saying is now he doesn't believe or it's not true.
Oh no, he going beyond hard.
Exactly.
Nature Boy is still running the show from in jail. He's still running the show. He's still blackmailing people into. Did you see the last what people keep calling it a bond hearing, but it wasn't a bond hearing. But did you see the
I did actually see that. I saw you play it the other day. Day before yesterday, I think. Yeah, but
and they had that one girl, poor girl, you could tell she didn't want to be there to the point the lady said no questions.
Hey,
and
listen.
Then they had that girl in. Remember that girl in? I said I wanted to rip her head apart.
Yeah.
She was one of them, and they had some white guy out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
Hey, that was like, what the fuck is this?
Hey, did you see the girl almost Nature Boy? First of all, Nature Boy's lawyer. I can't even take him seriously. It looked like he got up 20 minutes before court. His tie was crooked. His glasses were sitting on crooked, looked like they were sliding off. He had no idea what was going on. He couldn't pronounce Eligio. He wasn't sure how to proceed. You could just tell this lawyer, he's an attorney, but a malpractice attorney is totally different from a personal injury lawyer. So, which is different from a trial lawyer. You have to understand, like, first of all, that his lawyer lets you know what kind of position he's in right now. Second, them people, that girl, she almost blew everything wide open when she got to talking about, when she said this out of her own mouth for the.
And you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, she got the. I was like,
but what they don't understand is, if it's a cult and she was under manipulation in any way, form, or fashion, that doesn't help. It doesn't help him. But the thing is, y'all make it from. If I was Nature Boy, I wouldn't have no character witnesses.
Listen. You know what?
At the end of the day, everything them character witness can say. Remember, this is a bond hearing, but if this was a trial, I would eat their ass up alive, and I ain't got no degree.
Right.
Because he's number one. It's about they're making a case just about Naturi. Other charges was not put in yet, but they still know everything that they're saying. They just can't bring it up in court because that's hearsay. Number one, as the judge said it. And then number two, that's not what he's on trial for. So, and he wants to be with all his 4 kids. And me, I'd have been like,
I would pay money.
Where the baby mamas? Where all the 4 baby mamas at? Let them tell me he in their lives, and he want to go back to being in their lives. I would have ate everything that they said, and then they went from, oh, he has helped me through a lot of nights, and I'm like, it's just character witness mean somebody like from a church who knew you for a while. That goes when nobody has nothing good to say about you. Of course, if you effed up by saying I'm not in a cult, but I practice his teaching.
Anybody could get 3 people that like them. Yeah, anybody could get 3 people that like them and come to court and say he's a great person. That's not a character witness. A character witness is a person who can say, listen, I know Sugar Love personally. I've worked with her at her youth center. I've seen her. I can show you video where she has been out working with the youth and show and prove that she's a vital part of her community. She's respected by leader. Those are character witnesses. People who can bring, not saying, oh, well, Nature Boy, I'm not in the cult. I ain't been there, but I study his teachings because you know what I'm saying? Because he ain't gotta rape nobody. Or nobody. I'm like, this girl is finna blow. But you
what
know,
else is you supposed to say, stupid?
I would pay cash money, Sugar Love, to have you be able to cross-examine Nature Boy and his witnesses. I would pay cash money for it. I
I
swear I would.
I would eat their ass up, and then I'll let you finish them. I'll call you in after I finish and let you finish them.
Oh man.
Finish them. I'll start it and you'll finish them. We don't even need to have a degree. We don't even have, and it's so funny. His lawyer, I mean, that DA is so good. It got me calling her Tabitha. It's like I know her. That chick is good. As they say, we know him. Have you ever seen him? No. So you fucked up right there, right?
Yeah.
Was you at? And then she named the house name, and they was like, no, have you been in? No. So you're not a character witness, stupid.
Right.
I mean,
you know him via social media. You've never met him in person. You can't be a character witness to somebody you've never met in person. But you know, but again, it goes to speak to his lawyer. Like, he looks like the kid that everybody picked on in 4th and 5th grade. It just it's almost like if you didn't know that it was a real proceeding, it almost kind of looks like a skit, you know. You could put that on Chappelle's show and they would, you know, and that would be because it's just like the guy, you could tell he's totally, completely out of his element. He has no idea what's going on. He has no idea what points to argue.
Exactly.
Because
he did the same thing. Remember, the white guy turned all types of red because as you reading on this paper, they reading what's going on this paper, and they like, damn, how the fuck do I fix this? How do I fix this?
See, if he doesn't address the 4 points that they made for denying him bond, A, being a flight risk, 2, being a possible threat to the witnesses to intimidate them, 3, it's a likelihood that he will commit another felony if I don't bond, and 4, he's a danger to the community. Now, if his lawyer couldn't address all 4 of those points and have overwhelming evidence why all 4 of those points were wrong, he has nothing to argue. You can bring 1,000 people in there to say something. That's not going to change the conditions of the bond. That's why I said me and you don't have a law degree, and we just sat here and broke down what they did, what his lawyer did wrong. That shows you how inept his lawyer is. But on top of that, you have to realize
no, she didn't have an attitude poetry. She didn't want to be there. She did not want, you could tell she did not want to be there. Hey, Eric, you could tell she did not want to be there. You could also tell by the look in her face that, hey, Night the Goddess is there, StreamYard, I believe so. You could tell by the look in her face. I forgot Night the Goddess' name, but we know you, Night baby. You could tell that she was muzzled into doing it. That's because you could tell how she looked. You're like, I didn't want to be in the middle of this bullshit. You could tell. You could tell because I found it odd that Tabitha, I like saying Tabitha, but the DA Tabitha questioned the first 2 people, but did not question her. That would give you a clue right there.
That's how you know how badly a witness did when the prosecutor says, no questions, Your Honor, because that's how she buried herself. And
no, again, you could tell she knew that she was pushed to do that, and she didn't want to. She didn't want to put her under no more duress.
Yeah, it damn near looked like a hostage video.
Exactly.
Because that's why she kept explaining and breaking down to the new judge that this was a cult. He has an influence over these people psychologically. So therefore, soon as those witnesses came up, that's what replayed in my head. It don't matter what these people say. If they're attached to this dude, then that means their mind frame is already in a certain place. So I'm only going to give that so much credibility. You know what I mean? Based on everything else. But yeah, it's, you know, what I want to see too is like Nature Boy, he's gonna see all of these people. Musa, Sassy, they can denounce him all they want to, but let's not forget, like you said just about 5 minutes ago, Sugar Love, there are more charges to come. This is not about Natiri
and then
at all.
Exactly. And he keeps saying Nature Boy owes me a daughter. And he's getting into Nature Boy killed. But I'm like, number one, I try to tell people the other day, I said, so like, at the end of the day, if I was you, I would say it wasn't me. It wasn't, I don't know who baby daddy was.
Right.
But it wasn't me.
Right.
Because when it comes, at the end of the day, people like, oh, he didn't protect her. He could not protect Zoka. Zoka is the one that's physically carrying the baby. Zoka has to eat right and do all these other things. She is, for the 9 months in that Justin stage, she has to be. And then what can he do? She's the one sneaking upstairs. So I'm like, she snuck upstairs when that baby was conceived too. It ain't mine. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what Nature Boy did. Y'all are that child parents.
I was just getting ready to say, listen.
Y'all are the child parents. And if something happened to that child, your child, and you didn't report it, it ain't about Nature Boy no more. It's about you and Zoka ass.
And see,
that's why I'd have been like, it ain't mine. I don't know. That's what she said.
Yeah, see, and they're gonna have to prove the paternity of that baby. One, but which they probably can't do at this point because we still don't know how and by what means of that baby was disposed of. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm like, it wasn't me.
But
come on, let's see what Niza got to say.
Okay.
Come on, Niza, click on it. But go ahead.
But no, even on top of that, they're still going to hold Nature Boy ultimately responsible because when you are the leader of a cult, they're going to hold those cult members only so responsible because that's why the emphasis is on the mind control, the psychological control, the religious influence.
They don't know how to save their ass anyway. They should have came to my class. I'd have been all type of duress and everything.
That's why I said I would love to hear you cross-examine.
I'll be passing out now. Shit. Hey, Niza, what's up?
Hi. I just wanted to stop through real quick and give my 2 cents on what you guys are presenting and stuff. I've been talking to other channel holders about the situation from my perspective and the things that I've been noticing and the things that I've witnessed since leaving Carbonation. And one of the not that anybody should care, but thank you guys for the ones that do care somewhat. One of the things that I want to talk about is that that after leaving Carbonation it's dangerous. And I'm a little bit worried about Musa. I'm worried about all the people after they leave because Nature Boy is trying to become a little bit too powerful in his energy. And it's almost near death. I think Velvet is putting on a good show. She can use her phone. She can show her face. She can do stuff like that, but I don't know what Nature Boy is going with this whole storyline or what he wants to feature because there's not that many people involved. But I do want to say that I'm glad that he is in jail. And I know you guys have a lot to talk about here, so I'm not going to stay long, but I'm glad that he's in jail because...
No, Niza, could you stay up? I'm sorry for interrupting you. Peace, first of all, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
I want to say, first and foremost, don't take this the wrong way. The first couple of times that I heard you speak, I knew something was wrong. Immediately when you started speaking here today, you're so articulate. You express yourself so well. You seem to be in a 100% better space. And I'm thankful that you're in whatever space you're in right now because you sound good. You sound like yourself. And I could tell back then when I was seeing the videos when you were in the midst of what was going on, I could tell, that you weren't in a great space and that you were being manipulated. And I, you know, and people would say different things, and maybe I even said some disparaging things. And if I did, let me apologize right now. But we got a perception, and we, you know, we were made to think, oh, this girl is crazy. But clearly, hearing you speak right now, being away from them for a while and getting back to yourself, like I said, you're obviously a beautiful girl. You're intelligent. You sound very articulate. You sound like you are in a place that's 100% better than you were. And I just wanted to say that to you.
Thank you. I think that after meeting the people at Carbonation, they put so much hardship on my shoulders that I just couldn't believe that, you know, I had to deal with something from Nature Boy. And so I understand and I forgive you and things. But I think that also what Nature Boy is responsible for is for trying to be a power surge here in the United States of America.
Yes.
And he's using energy the wrong way, where people don't even notice that they are nervous or they're in hurry mode, you know, as adults or as older adults. And that can get people in trouble. That can start new life errors in people's lives. I know that that Nature Boy feels like that having children that people don't need is something that they should do, and I don't think that that's something that people should do. If they don't want to have children, then they shouldn't be forced to have children. But this is something that Nature Boy has done. He has forced people to have children and put them in positions to have children. So as you can see, Musa here is not with his child, because after leaving Carbonation, you know, everybody has their own personal business, but Musa was Nature Boy's under Nature Boy's welfare. And I've been talking a lot on different platforms, but I'm not gonna keep quiet about it. You know, I don't understand some of the stuff that's going on, but I do know that what is happening, I've noticed it in certain people since leaving Carbonation. It puts people in a very difficult situation. It doesn't matter how much money they have, how much happiness they have, or anything like that. If somebody is being pushed to do something or say something that they don't want to, we are allowed to know where that's coming from. It doesn't matter how impressive it is. And this is coming from Nature Boy. Nature Boy is too impressive. And so when he puts himself on here, when he puts himself on here as a cult member, a cult leader, then I have every, because I've seen it all, I have every right to come on here and say that what he's standing for doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense.
And you are an expert because you were actually there. You actually dealt with him. So what you say is so important, because we can all speculate about it. You lived through that. And I just want to extend you, anytime that you see something from one of the former members or something that comes to your mind that you want to speak about, you're more than welcome up here. We're not going to allow anybody to attack you and disrespect you or none of that. But what you have to say is important, because do you know how many young girls that will listen to you and be able to relate to you? You look like their big sister. You know, like I said, you're beautiful, you're articulate, and you're coming from a perspective that not many people get. You were actually there, but now you've come out the other side, and you sound so much different than most of the other former members, with the exception of Tori. Like I said, you two I would consider a success story. I think the last video I saw of you, you were with your two boys, I believe, and you were smiling, and I was happy for you, because I just always felt that you never had any wrong intentions toward anybody. You never wanted to abuse anybody or manipulate anybody. You got caught up in that cycle, And at that time, they just caught you at a vulnerable spot in your life. But being where you are right now, you're a success story.
Well,
And
really, I was just giving Nature Boy a ride, and I gave him a ride, and he
yeah,
just happened to just hop in my head and wanted to keep me hostage for 2 years.
yeah.
So that is Nature Boy's ride in life, and I guess we're just looking at it. But I just wanted to come up here and say that these people are they're not innocent, especially Musa. None of
Say
these
that.
people coming from carbonation are innocent. I
Yes, ma'am.
luckily didn't stay there, but I did notice that they all have something to do with what Nature Boy is a part of and what he is doing.
Right. Right.
So,
And I was just
yeah.
kind of making that point financially. Um, how devastating was it to your life financially? Because and not to get in your business, just speak about what you're comfortable speaking about.
Oh
Did
my
you?
gosh. I've lost so much money after leaving carbonation. I can't even financially it's been hard to go to work every day. I can't go to work every day. I can only do what my rent allows me to do.
Yeah.
And also just you know yeah, just financially it was really hard on me. So but I have to drop down. Thank you guys for letting me come up. I'll
Thank you
be
so
coming
much,
back up
Nigel.
more if that's okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely,
absolutely.
guys. Take
Peace.
care, sweetie.
Peace and blessings.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Always stop by and give us. That's nicer, guys. That's
So
nice.
happy for her.
Nicer.
So happy for her.
Yeah.
So happy for Nigel.
And then I'm thinking that a lot of them see with them, me, you know me, I don't trust nobody. Like
Mhm.
people want that success story, people want that you got out of their story, but I don't see it yet from nobody. I see it as, they're keeping his energy alive.
Yeah.
That's why all of them now, even if they're denouncing them, then you got True going back and forth with them and
Right.
trying to read them. But the back and forth is keeping the story going.
Right. Right.
So,
And that's and she said a couple important things.
no,
She
honey, I heard somebody shoot. I had to let you. I heard somebody shooting outside, and then my son decides to go play basketball, and I'm like, Kevin, hold it down.
You already know.
Son, where you at?
You already know.
What was that?
And be yelling out that window too while you on the phone.
That's how I heard that pow pow. I'm like, hold it. I'm surprised you didn't hear it from the
No, I already knew what it was when I heard the noise, and then I heard the phone kind of fumble, and you muted. That's why I kept,
I was like,
talking.
hold it down, son. I'm like, I don't go to Daisy play basketball because he don't go out. I'm like, where you at? He picked up on. He knew to pick up on that first ring too.
Yeah, you better.
I was.
You better. So I ain't over here.
Like,
yeah.
Sorry, guys. I was like, the hell with y'all.
Yeah, but I don't know how much you heard, but Niza, I
didn't hear half of that. I had to worry about my son.
You watch it, listen on the playback.
Mm-hmm.
She just articulates herself so well. Like literally, like I don't know her, but like I said, she wasn't one of those people that were there. She wasn't beating on people, and she wasn't, trying to get online, saying here's, getting money or none of that. She got caught up in that, and she just always seemed like a different spirit to me. And and that's why I had to tell her, and people make jokes because they try to make her look crazy. And like I said, I believe, and I told her that, I said, and I may have even said that. And if I did, please forgive me. I apologize because I got caught up in the same thing everybody else did. But listening to her speak, like I said, it's a difference when people are really at a point in their life where they're like, okay, listen, she's not on I'm not on the internet every day. I'm not out here soliciting donations. She's living her life, but she's also saying, she said, I'm not going to be quiet. She said, I've been on other platforms and she's not going to be quiet. And
I'm glad she comes.
She shouldn't.
But you know what I have not heard, Kev, not one of them say, I have not heard not one of them say, I'm making this a public announcement. If something happens to me, it's Nature Boy's fault. I mean, if they're so scared and he have all of these all these people in the background we don't know about. My thing is, instead of still wanting to confess this knowledge, wouldn't you wanting to save your life more?
Yeah,
I would put out there, if something happens, that would be the first thing I say. If something happened to me, see, I don't know, maybe we from, we from different eras and stuff.
yeah.
So we know
see,
that if we be always letting it know that if something go down, yo, this motherfucker did it right there.
Right,
So,
but see, this is the thing.
That I would profess the knowledge, but you left with no consequences.
I don't think any of them are afraid that he's got enough reach that he's gonna have somebody do something
No,
to
he
them.
got the reach.
I don't think so.
No,
I think they know that. Did you hear Niza say, it's not that many people involved? She said none of them are innocent.
Right.
And see, and that's very important because again, see, we forget about the Nizas.
I don't care if he got the reach or don't got the reach. I will still put it out there. It should be more of them put. I mean,
well, I think.
But you gotta remember that's also saving their ass. Because, like she said, a lot of them is guilty of a lot of stuff.
Right.
If I want to break free, that's one of the things that will be said to let it know I am broken free. And if something, I mean, it doesn't matter if something happened or not happened. Y'all trying to prove to us y'all free. We ain't trying to prove to you free. You trying to prove to us you're free.
But check this out. Now, we all heard her speak. Just imagine if she was a witness for the federal government. Now, see, that's why I said people don't know all of the wild cards that are going to come into play. See, this is what this and I love, like I said, she dropped a couple of jewels and she just made it understood, and that's why I let her know. And again, shout out to Niza, salute to you, Queen. We're happy for you over here because we know there's so many of them that are not success stories and that are not trying to do anything other than what they've been doing. And like I said, if you heard the jewels she dropped, you heard them, but it's gonna be a lot of stuff that's gonna these people can denounce all they want to, but as long as you're still running the same side hustle, because they're all still running the same side hustle. True. You look at True. True done lost his whole mind, but you know what True can still do?
Denounce it. He going even harder, but he going a little bit.
But you know what True can do?
Shut up.
Yeah, True gonna double and triple down. He gonna do the Trump. He'll say something crazy and then he'll double and triple down on it. But that's all he can do at this point because he has nothing else left. Because if he comes out and says, you know what, then you know what I mean. So it's almost
now Dante says the first step of recruiting is we get that, and we're not saying that they were not brainwashed. We're not saying that they wasn't under control. These things we know, but we also know people that who left cults too, and they go hard about denouncing cults and letting you know that they haven't done that yet.
And did you hear what they all said too? See, they all said, well, we knew this was some bullshit, but I didn't speak up because see, they all said that. I saw a little video earlier today Pisces made, I think, and
Pisces full of crap. He's still down.
Thank you.
Down with the.
That's what I'm saying. You can still hear that game. You can still hear that bullshit about them. When I listen to Niza, I don't hear that. When I listen to Tori, I don't hear that. When I listen to Velvet, I hear that. When I listen to Musa, I hear that. True, Sassy, Pisces, all of them. Even now, he done got what's her name? Serenity and Rambo to come back out of the woodworks, and I guess Cape for him some more. Why? I'm not sure. I don't know. They're weird. They seem strange, but it's anybody affiliated with that guy. It's something else going on. You got to understand that because there is no way that they would tie themselves to him at this point and be speaking up for him the way that they are.
Trying to make at first I didn't, and you know what's so funny, sometimes I am getting old. So like the first 15 minutes when Serenity was talking and Solar first came up, tell me I didn't think I was live, right? So
I gotta go back and watch.
So I didn't notice that I wasn't live, but I'm waiting for Nicole. Nicole's always the first to class, or she's the first. I'll be looking for Nicole. She's our glue, right?
Nick.
So
Yep.
I'm looking for Nick. And I'm like, why Nicole ain't make a response? So she ain't say nothing. Then I looked, I said, oh shit, you not live. I'm like, they missed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we getting.
But
Hey, listen.
other people do guys. I caught a lot of it. I just missed but you couldn't tell me, because you know how sometimes I get up, I get down. But I didn't see Nick. I said, oh shit. Then I looked and said, go live. I'm like, I'm not live. Get the funk out of here. Right?
Yeah. Well, I wonder now that obviously he's getting denied bond. I wonder how soon it's going to be before they set a trial date.
No. Well, he has to, his 90 days is not up until 3 more. People forget that. He could get out in 3 days, 3 to 4 days.
Yeah.
Now, only thing that would stop that, if Tabitha really got to pull He's a Flight risk together. People got, because I watch stuff, I really watch it because I do commentary, right? So what happened is that I kept trying to figure out the whole time that they was doing it, why they didn't mention anything containing the 90 days. So that's the trial that I thought that he was doing, but in reality, he was doing. Hold on. Go ahead, Niza.
Hi. I just want to put out there that I do not appreciate how some people in the chat, they feel like it's okay for them to like badmouth me in the chat for me simply speaking the truth about this man. I mean, these people are obviously in an objective coming online and talking about certain subjects. So don't badmouth me. I mean, I'm just as scared as another person. You know what I mean? Like I can't see, I can't hear. Like, we should be going against Nature Boy and trying to figure out why he's trying to have so much attention on himself and other people when there's people out there doing the work for humanity.
You're absolutely right.
I don't want people bad mouthing me because I'm speaking the truth on Nature Boy's projector, how he's projecting them to look a certain way, and controlling the telephone device in a certain manner. Don't badmouth me. Pray for me. I need to get back to my life. I don't want to hear badmouth in the chat, because if any platform would allow me to speak, I will speak about what is happening here. I have really supportive people in my life. Gaggett, his friend Gaggett, he supports me, and he actually, confirming that Nature Boy is laying in a bed fine, but there was people outside of the house that were being put through turmoil and all types of stuff, Velvet included. So that's all I wanted to speak on that. The people that are still there standing up for him, they deserve to be slandered in all things, because they're still standing up for the women. I'm talking about the women. They're still standing up for this mean, demonic man, and they're noticing the stuff that he's doing to women like Malia, pushing her down the stairs, stuff like that. Like, that's not allowed. Women are afraid of men that put their hands on them. They don't have a car. They don't have a car. They don't have welfare, nothing like that. So if you're going to badmouth me, just keep it to yourself, please. For anything, I think this will help anybody that was captured in this cult.
And you're 100% right. Nice. We don't, like I said, when you come up, you're a guest on this platform, and we don't allow people to disrespect or attack people, but we do also try to allow people to speak freely in the comments. But that being said, 90% of the things that I've seen scroll, we love you, Niza, we support you, Niza, we're praying for you, Niza, because that's the sentiment. And I even said publicly, I apologize for anything derogatory I said, because you said something very important. Nature Boy portrayed you guys in a certain way without us realizing it and without you guys even realizing it, especially things he was putting on social media, capturing you during very vulnerable times and made you look a certain way. And we all fell victim to the shaming and name calling. And that's why I apologize to you publicly, because saying things disparaging about people is not helping them. And you said it perfectly. If you have anything, send out love and prayers to her, because that's what we would want in our time of need. What regardless of what we're going through, we don't know what her personal what she's going through personally. All we need to know is that she's away from, like she said, a destructive, demonic man who was doing damage to a lot of women and still is and still has influence. You know, thank God she got away from him. That's one less person, one less human being's life and soul that he's able to destroy. So we all pray for you. I speak for myself, and I can't say all, but we pray for you over here, because we're not into bullying, we're not into slandering. And like you said, the people that need to be slandered are the people that are still supporting them, people that are still allowing this type of thing to go on, and people to be abused and manipulated. But anytime you feel like anybody spoke out of pocket about you, or you need to clarify, do exactly what you did, pop up, because like I said, you always welcome. And like I said, we stand up for what's right over here. If you go back, you can watch Sugar Love. She is a very fair person. She does not, she's a woman, and she's about women. So anytime that you have anything to say, especially with this, because for us, we can only learn from you, because like I said, we can only talk about what we saw. You were there. You were behind the scenes. You dealt with this individual, so we can't sit here and judge you about your experiences or the way you handled them, because we weren't there and we weren't in your shoes. But we just thank you for your input, because trust me, it's some young girls out there that maybe still watch his videos or watch the other members, and they don't know what's going on, and they may hear you speak and they may go, wow, and they go back and they see the old video, and then they listen to you now and they go, wow, oh, now I see what he does to people's mind. I see what he does to people's spirit, the type of things that he tries to do that you spoke about earlier, all of those things. And so you always, like I said, you always welcome to speak your mind. And I'm gonna just mute up, and you can say whatever you want to say.
Okay, and I also would like to put out there that I would like to talk about the WhatsApp. I would like the WhatsApp to slow down on all these people that is involved. It is moving way too fast. They are being harmed in their brain and in their body. To slow down. While there's normal people driving on the road, these people are sitting there and going through miles and miles of fast speed in their mind as we speak. So I would like to ask the WhatsApp that is involved with all these people. I think Mente, I think he might be involved. If you could just slow down on these people and just free them, just leave them alone, so we can just see what's going on with Nature Boy, and everybody could just be themselves and say their side and apologize for what they have shown the internet, and apologize for trying to follow suit for certain things that they think that people want to see. It is harmful, and it hurts, and it made them afraid to leave in the first place.
Yes, distractions.
So yeah, and as a woman, I would like to talk to the women, to the girls, young girls out there. If you are skeptical about a man and you don't know, you don't have to pray that he's going to get better. You need to leave, go somewhere else, or you need to call the cops.
Say that again, Niza. You don't need to pray that he gets better. Leave or call the police. Perfectly said, Niza. Perfectly said. That's why I said what you have to say is important to young girls. So don't worry about, you're always going to have detractors and people who don't understand. But the things that you say, they'll be helpful to young girls, like you said, and women who may just be in a vulnerable time in their life, and they may be looking for a man to kind of guide them or show them the way. But you make some good points.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Okay,
baby.
Thank you, Niza.
Now, How is the what? I don't have WhatsApp, so I have no idea.
Only one make. Don't you start nothing. Only.
I have no idea.
Shh.
We
Yeah.
can pray, but okay, you just remind me. We have to know, according to Georgia law, they have to give him bond on his 90 days, unless Tabitha can pull some tricks out of her hat. Tabitha been pulling tricks out of her hat all of this time, but 90 days, I guess, because a lot of people is getting arrested, they don't have the space. So it's
automatic now.
It's automatic unless circumstances will keep them like
overcrowded. Wow,
so
ain't that
you
something?
would have to, right? She would have to let it be known he is a severe flight risk.
Well, I don't think that judge is playing.
It's different. It's different. He keep going up a level. So it's a different judge. Now, once you get to the trial, it's the same judge.
See, I think if you look at now, you gotta realize we look at Nature Boy a certain way, but when you look at these judges, these different district court judges, you have to realize they're looking at the Warren Jeffs. They're looking at you know what I'm going with it because you be in my head, Sugar Love. But when you look at the history of these cult leaders over the last 5-7 years that have been arrested, they're not getting out because can you imagine a public outcry if an admitted cult leader, somebody that calls himself God, somebody that possibly could be involved with the deaths of other people in
but that's the trick to it right there. Being that we know what he have done and what he has been charged with is two different things. So they are not allowed to look at that.
Well, this is the thing though.
Now, let me finish.
Okay.
Now, they are not allowed to look at that. And you have to remember, okay, they can't go off of Mama Deer. That's Mexico, right? And then I don't care where you at. If there's no body found, there is no murder. Right. So we can say what we want about Solar and that baby. There is no body found. That baby has to be recovered. But again, that will have to be another charge. So if you look at, even though they're in a cult, being in a cult is not illegal. Right. That is a form of want, as they say it. It's a form of, remember, they walk into these things. So the judge have to look at, okay, I've seen cults, I've seen these things. I know what Nature Boy's capable of. But with these charges right here, he ain't really do a lot of cult. Remember, they didn't drink no Kool-Aid. He didn't take out nobody's life. They just under mind control.
Right. But see, this is the thing, though. I think this is the difference. You're right about the charges. They only have him on the charges dealing with Natiri right now. But if the prosecutor comes back in and says, Your Honor, we have ongoing investigations now into A, B, and C.
That's if, but they don't right now.
I'm saying they may not have wanted to reveal that yet because this is only
what I'm hoping
a bond hearing. Now, if it comes to this 90-day mandatory release on bond, and he's going to get out, then I think they would be able to come and say, hey, he's under investigation out of Ohio for a DV. He
never did a DV.
Well,
see, that's another thing people fail to realize. She just said that basically with him talking about her over the internet and stuff like that, and then that's when, but she never said how violent that man was. She never said what she went through. Because she would never, her and her child would never have been named in him being in quote unquote all of his kids' lives and all of that other bull crap.
I thought Velvet had a domestic charge against him
We
though.
all thought.
Okay. So, but you see, but once again though, you got to remember too, if they even question other people who were there during those events, that could open up an investigation. Because
No, we know it's going to be more charges.
Yeah.
It's just that we gotta hope, because they remember they all putting this together. They're watching the tapes. What is admissible? What is not admissible? You know, but
Hey.
a lot of things that is considered that would send him in jail, like they're number one, the two main things that would send him to jail, it would be Mama Dia, which cannot. That's in Mexico, and that baby. But rather than that, there's nothing else that will stick but that bait.
Okay, but this is the thing though. You got to remember, them folks got hard drives, so I'm sure they got a gang of charges that they themselves, just from the video evidence that they've obtained, that they could charge him with. Like I said, they're not hitting him with everything right now.
No, but what I'm saying, they're going to have to do it quick.
Oh yeah, RC 1014. You're right. Georgia did they have a bill pending right now banning cults out of their state, because Georgia's a big state for cults. I'm sorry that
right, but what I'm saying is legally.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Unless they you are skeptical that they have a bond set. No, I was getting to get to that point, NJB. Now, as the judge explained, because I had a judge on here, not on here, but on the, I showed the judge.
Yeah.
What they can do to counteract that, to get the more charges, is they can set his bail astronomically high.
Oh, and they are.
Right. So okay, he did get the bond. He got the bail. They did their job. But $1 million.
Yeah, but he couldn't raise. But see, correct. And this is the thing too.
That'll be the judge's justice. Now they did their job, because by law, if they have to let him go in 90 days, right? Yeah. Unless he is an extreme, they feel he's an extremist and he's going to be a flight risk and he's not coming back. So
well, that's all the things that the prosecutor laid out.
So now the judge can now say $2 million.
And see, also the thing that makes me feel a little more sure, Sugar Love, is because, see, when them feds come, they got your ass already locked in. See, when them feds come, they not gonna drop the whole bomb on you first.
Yeah, but he's not in federal jail.
So no. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, remember, the raid was from the feds. The arrest and the raid came from the feds. Now, the jurisdiction comes from the case, so that's why he's in state court right now. But you got to understand, when the feds raid, the feds got something. You know,
whatever they do have, bro. Mm-hmm. They're not. He's not charged with nothing.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, Sugar Love. They're not going to necessarily charge him right now, because they're probably still building. They, like you said, both of us are right. Both of us are right, because what you said,
it's going to take the job. I'm only speaking upon it legally.
Yeah, they're going to set that bail so high, like you said, that he's not going to be able to make it. So that prevents them from having to hurry up and rush and charge the other charges.
Now you get what I'm saying.
Yes, ma'am.
You got it.
And that's how. See, but you know, that's the thing. That's why I said this. They can say what they want to, but that boy needs to be worried. Not just him.
Right now.
Not just him.
Right about now, everything depends on the judge.
Yeah. Not just saying they.
I'll be like 10 minutes, because.
It's gonna be a million or more, because of the charges. They can justify it.
Now, then they can get to work on his ass.
That's what they're gonna do.
By law, yes, by law.
Mm-hmm.
They can give him an ankle monitor. This he got to come in and come out. But Nature Boy ain't leaving out the house any damn way. All he did is stay in the house and torment them damn people.
Right. What's up, Meta?
Right.
Yep.
Hey, me, the good one, the great one. But at the end of the day, the only way the judge is going to be like, I got the last laugh, because they got to do what the law says. They got to turn them loose. But the judge can say, yeah, I'll turn you loose for $1 million. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you know, judged by his lawyer, he ain't got a quarter to raise bond.
You know,
he ain't got a quarter. And he ain't getting enough donations.
But that judge, but see, people don't understand that case he did was not a bond case. See, I be doing. What happened was when he got denied bond the second time, they put in a motion that they didn't agree with the motion that the judge said for the bond.
Right.
The people thought it was a third bond hearing. No, that was continuation of the second bond hearing. That's why people assume that was the 90-day bond hearing. He got denied again. No, he goes up to see the judge again for the 90-day bond. That was just to see if I can get out a couple of days early. You know, this chick is wrong.
Yep.
And then the judge said nothing has changed.
Yeah.
Right. So
nothing's changed.
Right. You gotta come with Now, the judge like nothing. And if you look at her face, she already had her decision made anyway.
Listen, because she knew, like I said,
her face.
It was based on those 4 things I talked about earlier. She said nothing's changed from if you don't come in with overwhelming evidence to dispute that he's a flight risk, he's a threat to the witness, he's likely to commit another felony, and he's a flight risk because of all of those things. He couldn't counteract any of those. And notice he told 2 big lies that stood out to me. One was that stood out that he's in all 4 of his kids' lives. He's never met Pocahontas' baby.
Met Buddha. Exactly.
And his first wife and his first child's mother, he's not in that child's life at all either. Much less baby Ellie and Osiris. So, you know, he told, and then he made it seem like he's got people. He still owns the barbershop.
So here you go, and he's gonna go, and he like to go. He don't mind putting his teachings aside. Why he want to go back in his children's lives.
He had people still coming into his barbershop.
Tabitha should have said, so where they at?
He's talking about people was bringing the money into the barbershop to support him. Like Nature Boy still owned the barbershop. I was like, this dude is crazy.
That's the character witness. See, first of all, they're not stupid. If you still own his barbershop, none of them couldn't come in for you.
Right. And he didn't even have a permanent address. He was living in Georgia.
And they like, well, how long ago did the man cut hair? You know, first of all, that's not even a real job. And then they spoke upon him giving free haircuts to the kids and teaching them how to play chess. I'm like, you learn that in the park.
He talking about Baby Ja, because that's the only child he taught to play chess is Baby Ja.
No,
I don't know what he's
back in the days, like 50 million.
Man, 50 ain't never did like nothing.
Yesterday.
50 was male prostituting back in the day. He wasn't doing Nathan.
Oh yeah, let's not forget about his 17 books. Let's not forget about his Netflix. Oh, he got Netflix and all these different companies coming to.
Sugar Love, do you know all of that nasty, trifling OnlyFans stuff is gonna come out during this trial?
You mean the sex education?
It's good. He said it was for educational purposes.
Hey, Carmela, you mean the sex education teacher?
Hey man,
ain't a condom nowhere.
ain't nan safe protection nowhere. This girl, man, do you know how? That's gonna be that's what it is. See, if he's stupid enough to take this to trial, if 50 was smart, and I ain't even trying to give him no good advice, but if 50 was smart, his only thing would be to admit to everything, cop a plea, and they might go a little easier on him than they would. If he try to fight any of this, I'm telling you, they gonna max him out. That boy gonna get double R. Kelly numbers. He gonna get more than 30. I'm telling you. He's already 40 something, probably 45. And you know, a 30, 35-year sentence is like a life sentence.
But being that they giving him, and the bad part is, I heard that they're giving him too much leeway in jail, as I heard, and I heard that his attitude picked up even worse.
Oh yeah. What? So they got him like they treating him special in jail?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Wow.
That's why he's still in contact. He's in contact.
Wow.
And it's killing me because none of this. I thought all them phone calls be recorded. What happened?
You know what it is? And I'm gonna say this as nicely as possible. 50 probably blowing a couple of the guards. That's how he's probably getting cell phones and he's able to put these messages out, because he's not above that. He's a male prostitute. So yeah, because that goes on in jail, even in the county, not even prison, and that goes on in county jail. So you know what? I just thought, wow, Sugar Love. See, I've been tapped out for like a whole good entire month. But you know what? I've been catching little pieces. But I'm gonna tell you something. When NJB said, King Kev, do you feel that he will ultimately be the only one going to jail? Absolutely not, NJB. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's a thing called complicity. There are accessories to crimes. You cannot actively participate or not intervene and report a crime. You're not obligated to intervene physically, but if you witness a crime, especially a felony, you're obligated in the state of Georgia. There's some little, nooks and crannies in the law.
Unless you do what some guys did with that LSD, that Hubbard guy. I'm telling you, they don't know how to say. They so stupid. They don't know how to save their own ass. They were supposed to took their ass down to a therapist. They didn't do. They sitting up there still pronouncing the knowledge and talking about no. You gotta prove that you was under duress and under some serious mind control.
I'm gonna tell you something, JB. That's why they're not to cut you out. Go ahead, Sugar Love. I'm sorry.
That's why a lot of them who fathered a lot of kids and their nieces, he's the only one that went to jail, and they did a lot of crimes too. And then they even continued it. But baby, to save my ass.
But you know what they did?
I would have been to every therapist there is.
You know what?
I've been passing out and everything, please.
Now, if any of them was smart, and this is how I know none of them were smart, they would have pulled the 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine said he wasn't down there 4 hours before he started giving a statement. If any of them dudes, Musa, Solar, I know them especially because of the things that they're attached to that happen. Probably most of them will get deals in order to testify, because once they put all those people's stories, testimony together, even though they might not be able to find a quote unquote body, but if you've got 4 people saying we were there and this is where that baby was placed,
you need a body.
It's ways, but I'm just saying it's ways to get to truth. It's ways to get to truth. And I think a lot of that is gonna happen because they didn't go down there. Me personally, if I was involved with that, that's the first thing I'd have went down. I'd have said, listen, who do I need to talk to? I'm willing to cooperate with the government and become federal. And if you need me to wear a wire, I'll go back in there. But see, that's why I said, it's going to be a lot of things that are going to come in the peripheral, because there's no way that it can't, because we know that. Now think about this, the pub, even though it may have happened in another location, you got to remember these are still American citizens. They hadn't established citizenship in Mexico nor anywhere else they were. So these are American citizens. So if a crime was committed on foreign soil, we have treaties with all these countries. If they've got 3 or 4 people saying that something nefarious happened to this child, they can't just let it go, because they've said on live television, they saw that she was on the internet that she was pregnant. She gave birth. Now, the details of what happened to the infant are sketchy. They can't just let that go and go, oh, we know a baby was born, but they said, we don't know.
What you better do is the body. I pooped on the tree.
They're
the
gonna
body
have
is right
to.
there. I pooped on the tree to remember it. It's right there. It's right there.
Mother,
they don't understand. They don't. They. At that point, I have to say, yeah, they are kids and they stupid. Cause my thing, but they in a grown man. I always tell kids all the time, y'all young kids in the grown people world, stop acting like y'all grown and y'all know the world better than us. Y'all may think y'all do, but y'all in the grown man's world. Y'all playing all the things the generation before you set up. But so we already know the game.
This is what the culture is going by. They're going by the nature boy world that they lived in. That's not the real world. You're not just going to be able to go, the baby's in another realm because you're not. They're going to say, where is that baby? The mother who gave birth to that child and the doula. Because remember, 7 was supposed to be the quote unquote doula. Where is that baby? Tell me step by step, once she pushed that baby out of her body, what happened to that baby? And if they don't have sufficient answers, guess what? They's going to jail, y'all. So that's how it's going to get. They're going to get to the good part. They're going to get to that.
That won't happen unless we keep them in jail. Like I said, that's going to happen. And he may not be tried for it, but if his lawyers open their mouths too much, the same way they bought, like everything they say, now you just now open me up to another bunch of set of questions.
And Nature Boy's stupid. He can't keep his mouth shut.
Like he's in all for his kid's life. I'm like, first when you speak to a judge, Nature Boy is really bad, but it's really other really, really bad people next to him too. You gotta remember that because we're only covering Nature Boy. But they in there with gang leaders who have done way more than Nature Boy. Right? Remember, we're talking about a jail. So you got people in there who've done a hell of a lot more than Nature Boy, who've taken out and did people and burnt up people. So he's not the worst person in jail.
Right.
So
but see,
I think so you're talking to a judge who knows these things. Like she's familiar, like a judge, and they're familiar with anything that you're going to say. They already know what you're going to do. They're going to already know what you're going to say. So coming with them dumbass character witnesses.
But see, I think dealing with these young people, when the police put pressure on them, a lot of them are going to fold. And that's the only reason I keep stressing the fact that there's going to be so many other things that are going to come out just as a result of just them being questioned about this particular, because they're all going to get questioned about this. They're all going to have to give statements under oath because they were there. And as a result of some of those things that they say, that's going to open up other things. And these people are not quick on their feet. They know how to give a response, a patented response when you talk about, all of that BS that they be talking about, this knowledge. But if you got them in front of a DA, a prosecutor, a detective, and they were questioning them and asking them hard questions, see, they couldn't give them bullshit answers like they do on these platforms. And that's what's going to get them jammed up. And none of them are street savvy enough. Can you imagine them putting Juju under the microscope? Juju is going to crack in 5 minutes. Hey, it was my teeth. It was my teeth, though. Oh God, it was my teeth.
First of all, they're not going to win because they couldn't take Nature Boy's interrogation. So if you can't take Nature Boy interrogations, then he tripped all of you guys up every time that y'all was confused with your own answer. If y'all couldn't take his way of questioning, how the hell you gonna do that on a damn
That's what I'm saying. Nature Boy's an idiot. And what do you think a seasoned prosecutor or a detective, not even a prosecutor, the detectives that question them, they already talk too much. But can you imagine all the stuff that they're going to entrap and entangle themselves in? Because you got to think about, and listen, even if they don't, it's certain things that they can't get around. Because again, they got hard drives, they got cell phones, they got video. So when they get questioned about things that are already known, you either gonna lie and face perjury,
Exactly.
or you gonna tell the truth, and
Exactly,
somebody
bro.
going to jail, y'all. I keep telling you, because it's gonna be a lot of. A Niza said it best. She said all of them guilty, all of them guilty, and that's how I feel.
That's why people so happy. What the hell are y'all happy for? Because I think the only one, if she was able to stay, but I knew she wasn't going to be able to stay. I just knew it, because she was not going to be. She wasn't playing that them hitting games. Hey, Tamara, she don't play them hitting games and stuff like that. So she got out of Dodge. The only one who could have really took him out was Treasure. Mama 9, yes ma'am. Yes,
and you know what?
But she left too fast, and she wasn't mad enough.
Nah, she didn't get mad until she got back and cleared her head and thought about it. Wait a minute, these Negroes had me wearing dresses and head wraps. You know what I'm saying?
She wasn't mad enough.
Right, she got angry. Mad afterwards.
She wasn't mad to the point where she wasn't there long enough where they did a lot of things to her, like she's seen the slapping, and then like far as seeing a lot of stuff that was wrong, she didn't see it, because when she got there, that's when Nature Boy went. He was basically in Georgia.
Right. He changed it up.
So she saw a lot of stuff that they did, but not what Nature Boy did.
Right.
The Nature Boy was barely there.
He kept because he kept her there with the boys in the garage.
Right. And then so she didn't see enough, but if she would have had enough stuff done to her, she would have been Nature Boy's worst nightmare. But I already knew Nateri was I knew what Nateri was going to do. Ain't but so much humiliation. And then being that she stuck to her guns every time he tried to make her denounce her love for Sola. I knew she was strong, and I knew that Capricorn energy right there. Well, I tell them Capricorns to fuck your life up. Y'all can believe it or not. But I already knew what all of them was going to do. But I knew that Mama Now wasn't going to stay there long enough to play the game. Because at that point, shit would have got real serious.
Right. Because you don't miss nothing. I heard that too, but I thought it was just me. Now it's me and you and the rest of the chat, Nicole. Hush your mouth. Talking about Sugar Love called me a ma'am.
I changed it. No, I be so used to talking to girls and women all the time. Yeah, ma'am, always come up. I can't stand the car. I thought I'd tell her that.
You don't miss nothing in that closet. Now, I thought you was in there eating cake with your son.
I know, right? Get the cake.
Get your mama.
Birthday and stuff.
Yeah, get your mama. Close that closet door.
Oh, now all of y'all thought y'all heard her. I forget y'all.
Eat the cake, Anime.
Y'all.
Just eat the cake, Anime.
Y'all. I can't stand y'all.
But you know, and the thing too is, this is what's sad, and I think about it, as mad as I get at them damn girls, they do have kids, and I don't think they even gonna get back in their kids' lives even now, even though this nut gone and ain't come. They still, because I don't see Malia like running back to her son. I don't see Aya running back for her son. It's just, and then even with she was still, she mad at everybody. And it's just like, I feel these kids like still, you would think, okay, now they're away from this nut, they can be, I just think he took all the parental instinct out of them, brainwashing them with this bullshit, you know, and it's sad because like, even with True, like who is True gonna be any good to? What woman or what child would True be any good to at this point in his life? You get what I'm saying? Thinking how he think. True is never it's like, damn, you know, you look at this dude and he's not an old dude, but he's not no young guy either. He's at a point in his life where True can't be no kind of a man to a woman at all. Neither can Sassy. Neither can Musa. You kissing another man's feet. This stuff is on video forever. Baby Ja gonna look at his dad telling him he was born to be Nature Boy's children's servant. It's like, that's irreparable damage. And it's like some of these people, and that's what makes it, because they're the parents of other human beings that got to grow up in this world. Baby Ellie, even with her, you know, and I'm not gonna say anything because I know how, you know, these people are with this, you know, but like, I just feel sorry for her being raised in the atmosphere by the person she's being, you know, the two people that are her parents, you know, and it's It's scary, man. And it's the stuff that's normal now, or that's looked at as it's almost normal, is scary as hell. And until you think about Aya, like, can she really have a purpose? She's damn near a zombie. You look at Fufu, you look at the humiliation rituals that were done to her. Every time I even think about her name, I just think about when Nature Nut he couldn't even go to console Malia in the hospital, where I forgot what Fufu did, but he was cussing her out and making her hold the phone up high and calling herself a hoe and all this, and just the endless humiliation ritual. It's like, what man is going to be able to coexist with her and have a meaningful relationship with her, or Malia, or you know what I mean? It's and then look at the damage they've done to their bodies. Some of those girls are probably sterile now and can never have children, and they're in their 20s, and then along with the other psychological damage that's been done to them. And it's like, that's why I said, man, I said it humbly, and I'll say it again. I apologize to Niza, because and even Tori, when I haven't said anything about her personally when she was in the cult, because she wasn't one of those people where she was jumping up, slapping people and trying to be, the leader and the queen, and she just got caught up too. She was young and she got caught up, but when she saw it, she got away. And so I don't really have, but even with them, when I look at them, I'm proud of them, and I'm happy for them, because at the end of the day, these are still Black women. And, and don't get it messed up, and I clown the ones that's over there, I still clown, them 12 years a slave looking ass chicks that's still over there with him now. But the ones that got away and they really are not on none of that stuff, no, they're not even talking about no spiritual this, and I'm gonna teach this and that. She's trying to move on with her life. She's trying to do what she's doing. She says she's dealing with her own self, her own mental health. And so, so I can only respect that and salute that, and and be happy for them. But the ones that still running this game and still asking for donations and computers and cars and all this, and like you get somebody like, Fifi came up here, people that donated her a car. King Kev need a whip right now, but nah. But I'm just saying. Yeah, but when you think about this is what these people are learning. You see, and we ain't talked about no religion, no spirituality. All of this is about, how do I live the kind of life that I want to live without working for it? Because that's the new hustle. That's the new dope game. People can't get out here and hustle on no corner no more and trap, and despite what they said, it ain't no more, crack houses on. Come on. It ain't. So it's different. So now people are scamming, they're doing credit cards, they're doing online, identity theft. So these are one of the new hustles, the new grifts. And that's what all of this boils down to. And that's why I love the way, ones like Nice or ones like Pocahontas, when she articulated herself, you could tell these girls they're like, you know what? Yeah, I got caught up. But okay, back to reality. This dude is messed up and he's demonic, and you could tell the way they speak, and they, like I said, I have no idea what Pocahontas is doing, or I can't even remember the other lady the son he's never seen. They're doing them, and hopefully they're doing well. God bless them. But I don't want to see you on every week and you're out eating lunch and off somebody else's dime, and you still ain't got no meaningful source of income other than getting on talking about your healing after how many years? I'm not rushing nobody's process, but I'm saying, where does the part come where you're saying, I turn around and bless somebody else? I don't got shit, but I bless people because it makes me feel good to be able to bless somebody, because I know how it felt when somebody blessed me with something and they didn't even know how much it meant to me. It might have been something small, but they don't know at that time that $25 or that meal they gave me got me through, and I want to see people doing something positive, not getting on here talking about you're the almighty 369 love. And Sassy, if you listening, bring your ass back over here again like you did, and don't just be in the comments. You come up, because I want to ask you some questions too. You might have come up out of your nature boy delusion, but now you're under a solar illusion. Stop trying to be all of this and that, and stop trying to teach, because obviously you don't know anything if you just came from under the spell of another man.
Hey, Sugar Delight. First of all, they're giving him still too much props and too much energy. The first thing you need to do is take his energy away from him. Their job, being that they're so intelligent, is to discredit everything that Nature Boy says.
Right, but they keep praising his knowledge.
Right, and then find the source where it really came from.
Exactly, because that lets me know.
And then give the credit to the person that it truly belongs to. It's not Nature Boy's knowledge. And y'all keep saying we got the knowledge. No, you did. I mean, if you really wanted to banish him,
hey y'all,
and then take his energy away, you would now have to do more research. Okay, this is where he got that from, and then really start telling the truth.
Y'all know how cold Sugar Love is.
May come out as the fraud that he is.
She is breaking it down. See, you just said it all. Stop giving him credit for some knowledge that he taught you that's not his. If you really, you said it all. I ain't even finna repeat what y'all just Sugar Love called. You know what?
If you really wanted to tackle that narcissistic,
exactly.
We know they need the energy, and long as y'all keep saying his name.
Yeah. Oh, his knowledge. Yeah, the knowledge was there.
Right.
No, it wasn't. No, that's not his knowledge. You're absolutely right, RC1014. Solar is a narcissist too. You cannot come up under the teaching and schooling of a narcissist and not be a narcissist and display narcissistic tendencies. It's impossible. It's impossible. That's what their whole personas are based on. If you look at them, it's all this bravado about, oh yeah, now I'll never bow down. And I heard Sassy even say, F that nigga today. You know why? It took you that long to stand up for yourself as a man after he disposed of your baby like a piece of trash? And you still not proving nothing to me. Exactly. And you're still giving him credit for knowledge that's not his. So that lets me know that you're not this.
Right.
He said now he's more, it's like, come on, like cut it out.
And then second of all, I would say, you know what? I'm nothing. I'm just a regular man. I'm
just trying to figure this out, because now I realize
I'm a Sherman. I'm a Sherman.
I respect that.
I'm a lion. I'm a lion. I'm a lion. I'm a tiger. I'm a bear. Oh my! All that. I'm not. I don't gave up all that stuff. All that. First of all of that is myths. Number one.
All of it.
None of these people are real. Zeus is not real, and all these different names they're calling out, and none of these things real. They're stories.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I'll be like, no, I'm just a regular man. I'm nothing. I would denounce calling myself God.
Thank you. Until
you have, if you can't just denounce, you gotta denounce every single thing.
If it's bad,
right, good, bad, right.
But see, that's the way they equivocate. They'll see these three things. They'll say, in everybody, there's good and evil. So that even when they do evil, they say, well, even though he did evil, you can't overlook the good because that's not balanced. I've heard them use that exact phraseology when you call them on something. Also, what they'll do is when you try to hold them accountable, oh, you're just saying things about me that you see in yourself. That has nothing to do with me, what I see in you. But see, all of they're trying to use the same thing that they claim they're denouncing, but they're still trying to use that. So it's all phony. That's what pisses me off about it.
Right, but if you're going to denounce everything, you're going to now denounce everything, him, his
everything,
teaching, and now you're going to have to start over.
And his behavior.
Right, you have to now say, you know what, I'm starting over because this is where he got. See, this
is where he went left. So
Right. Yeah. He read this book right here. The author name is blah, blah, blah.
Right.
He got this information from Lipton.
Yeah.
That
Now
book
I
is
do.
blah blah blah. Then people would start saying, okay, all he did was study. That's all I have to do. Also, I don't have to follow anybody.
I forgot who it was that called him on it, and Nature Boy admitted, yeah, well, he said, I get my astrology from tarot.com. Now, stop right there. How are you doing natal charts and doing people's, and you're getting it off
the
a
computer does
website? And then this was Nature Boy's explanation. Well, just like the song, his little theme song. If I take somebody else's stuff and I put my own words to it, then it's mine. No, it's not, nigga. That's a remix. And that's still that person's music. But he said that because he took all these different people's teachings and put them together, he was the first one to put them all together. So therefore, it's his original teaching. This was his. So that's why I said when Sassy and all of them get on there, you got to denounce everything. That lets me know that you're still not woke. He still wants to be some type of spiritual guru. Or somebody said it. You just came out of an abusive sex cult, a mind control cult, bro. How can you now turn into the guru of all gurus? Because of that experience? Prove it. You don't even have a stable place to lay your head, bro. You can't come to me and tell me anything. I have a stable place to lay my head. I have a meaningful gains of employment, of income to take care of myself without asking anybody for anything. So how are you more spiritually aware of me than me? You can't tell me anything, bro. You can't tell me nothing. You sitting around here talking about you're wearing another grown man's underwear, bro. You're wearing somebody else's drawers. How are you spiritually enlightened?
And then you're trying to go at he severely abused Sybil.
Sybil is full of game.
He's severely abused. Okay, it's a period there. Sybil was abused, split brain. Sybil, number one, never said that she was abused. Sybil said, in her own words, far fella, that she dodged a lot of bullets, and that's including having sex with him. But my thing is, our job is to tell them how to truly denounce this. If they want healing, if they want love to win, I'm a stickler of if you're going to do something, you're going to do it right. You're going to do it all the way, or you're not going to do it at all.
Exactly.
So you're not going to do it at all. You ain't going to just know. You ain't going to just
give
me.
They playing in our face.
You ain't going to give me no side. I want the main course.
They playing in our face, y'all. Yeah. They play because then they'll try to justify, oh, well, I ain't gonna come out and expose and do this because it ain't about that. This is just about taking the experience, growing from it. And bullshit. If you think what he did was wrong, like you said you did, come out and say exactly what he did behind the scenes and call it all to the forefront. If you ain't doing that, just like Niza said, all of them guilty. All of them.
Okay, sorry. Sybil, the white lady from the book that suffered. Whoever suffered severe trauma, thank you for telling us. But that man is sitting there with no other accounts, no other indictments, no other nothing. So everybody, if they're still programmed, then stop selling us stuff. How about that?
Thank you.
Stop trying to teach us and stop selling us stuff.
Stop giving us readings. Stop telling us our natal charts, because obviously you don't know yours, because if it was true and it was applicable, you would not have been manipulated. So all the stuff you read and you're talking about what house you're in and what moon and sun you're under, none of that even matters, because if any of it was true, your ass would not have been manipulated inside of a cult, because you would have had the forethought and the knowledge to know different. That's the whole joke to it.
But even if you did not, okay, I'm just going to flip it on the other side. Even if you didn't, and you was manipulated and all this other type of stuff, because it does happen, because I see a lot of people in regular churches, Jehovah's Witnesses and all that stuff. And the way they do their people when they leave is the same exact thing. My thing is, go off and fix yourself. Go off and
That
fix
part.
yourself, and then come back and tell us the results.
That
Don't
part.
sit up here soon as you leave.
Yep.
Hey, I got a new fragrance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got a
readings.
Oh, I got a reading
For 30.
Or some of them don't even say that. Just
send a donation. Here's my cash app.
Kite, send me money.
If you cash app me, then you can direct message me. But only if you cash app me first.
You want us to grow up, Farfella? Or you want them to grow up? I think they're the ones that need to be growing up. Well, I don't understand who you mean grow up to. You have to explain that to me. Maybe if you mean them, fine. I don't have to grow up because I ain't selling nobody nothing.
Only one said the fifth house sits under dumb.
Everybody that left pop up and they all want cash app. Okay.
Yeah, it's see, that's my whole thing. That's my whole thing.
I told him that too. He was like, "Oh, I love kids, and that's in this because of this." I said, "No, that's a regular old Gemini trait. All they got a childlike to them." Hey, Shrimp, baby.
Hey, Shrimp.
I said that's a regular old trait. It got nothing to do with no houses. Well, my thing is like, if I know people do I've seen a lot of cult stuff. I've seen a lot of these things that they're doing. I have seen done before, but I also seen when a lot of them left. Like, check out some of these Jehovah Witnesses stories. When look up, right. I've left Jehovah Witnesses. Right. You will see their stories is totally different from their stories.
Yeah,
they're really talking about the experience. They're talking about the things that whoever was like born into it. They're literally talking about the real things that happen.
Yeah,
and they going against that system is Nature Boy's system is nothing compared to Jehovah Witnesses. And then you got people who left that. What's some people who still ride the horses and stuff?
The Amish.
You got people who literally left the Amish community. They tell you how they left their family. They tell you how it hurts them that they had to leave their sister. They had to leave their brother. They tell you the things that went on. They tell you about them private rooms and what happened in them private rooms. Even people in the LSD people who left. And then one girl, when the man was getting ready to get out, the girl had a flashback. I seen you got to watch it. She had a flashback of the secret room.
Yeah.
And the room was so it was made better than the best bank ever. You know the safe thing that you can't break it.
Yeah.
To get in that room.
Yeah.
They couldn't just open. They had to use all type to get in that secret room. Yeah. And then that's where they found all this. So we know the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We know the difference of when people truly been traumatized and people. So I'm not saying they wasn't brainwashed or whatever, but they wasn't like traumatized like how I see these other people. I'm like, no, these are real ass stories.
Yeah, Lisa Jane and Truly Lace made two good points about two cults. The JWs, Jehovah Witnesses, and the Mormons. They disfellowship you from the church. They won't even allow your family members to talk to you, and they'll just those. And he took some of the tenets of those a lot of different cults.
Yeah, like
distancing them from their families and things. But like you said, you have to realize those people. When you hear those, even Scientologists, same way, they're shunned and they can't. And when you hear those people speak about it, they sound totally different than the folks that left Carbonation. And that's what I find interesting because Leah Remini she had a whole TV series because she was a Scientologist. She's a well-known actress for people who don't know who she is. Yeah. And she left the Church of Scientology, and they're very powerful and very rich. Very, very, they controlled the whole town in Florida for many years. They controlled governments and police. So you got to realize, like, Nature Boy is a small fry in comparison, but that just goes to show you the amount of damage that one person can do to a small group of kids. But look how wide that spider web goes. They have kids. Look at the people they've dealt with, the people they interact with, they've sexually involved with, people that believe their teachings. They've never met, but that connect with them through social media. So, you know, you got to realize like what's going on in our community. Just
and that go back to what you said, Kev.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you back for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if the judge is familiar with them stories, that should make that judge want to keep him.
That's why he ain't going nowhere.
That will make him, because they know that he got the power to do that.
Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. And guess what? I gotta tell y'all this. I'm so excited, chat. My sister-in-law just popped in town today. My wife's younger sister. She just popped in town.
You said it right.
Like 2 hours ago. So my wife is going nuts. And my niece who lives here with us, is her mama. She excited. The one y'all be talking to sometimes. Her mama. So they here. It's crazy. But give me about 2 minutes, Sugar Love. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. And let's not forget, I'm afraid of what True might do. He even admitted that his family thinks they think he crazy. But I'm gonna get to the next Musa. His new name is Yahuda. Now, even though he's spelling it wrong, we also know Yahuda is another name they call Jesus. Yahuda. So now he's Yahuda. Can you believe that? Let's go. So he's checking everybody. Right?
With everything that's going on, one must ask themselves, what is important for one to really focus on? So from the outside looking in, you're looking at Nature Boy, Chief, whatever. All respect to him. You're watching somebody's life from the outside. This is crazy, right? This is a situation that the so-called community is involved. People are upset that they don't understand what's happening. And so the first thing I just want to ask everybody to do when observing the shit that's going on, before you form a judgment, I want you to take a breath. Let's take a collective breath. Let's take a moment to honor the light and the darkness. Let's take a moment to connect to our breath to realize that I am. Then let's observe the situation from that perspective. Right? Because light casts out all darkness. You're not going to be able to cast out darkness with darkness. Now, when I say darkness, I do not mean evil. Even though some of you may associate darkness with evil, since they're the same. Evil has a negative connotation to it, a misleading connotation, which can cause one to not honor life in its totality. Evil and darkness has a divine purpose and role in life. Right now, when we look at this situation, we have to say that Eligio got himself put in jail. That's very clear. That's evident. And one would be a fool to sit here and try to paint this perfect fucking picture, a flawless picture of somebody, because we've all been in our darkness. We all have our darkness. The thing about myself as an ego is that after leaving Carbon Nation, going out on my own and saying, what is this now? Why the fuck did I come here? Why did I spend 5 years of my life in this group praising this man as God? Because I was looking for myself, deep voids I was trying to fill, trying to understand who and what am I. And good knowledge, don't get me wrong. Good knowledge. Have to give credit where credit's due. I mean, as a being that was able to tap into other realms and then bring down information and articulate it, and I mean, that's a gift. You have to give credit where credit is due. I'm thankful. But one thing that we cannot do is sit here and ignore the darkness. That's what we will not do. And we will not acknowledge the darkness without acknowledging the light. It's called imbalanced. And it's so interesting to me that people call themselves righteous. Nigga, you're not righteous. And this is directed at niggas in the tribe. Because at first I was just talking kind of around and I'm just, stating principles, and I don't even watch what niggas say online. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
But that's
It doesn't matter. What matters is what I do with my life and how I respond. So I took the time. I said, you know what? When I left, I had a lot of shadows I had to face on my own. A lot of darkness I had to look at within myself and heal on my own and really do the work. And I realized that until I did that, I cannot view this situation at all with any kind of healthy perspective without being able to connect to source and become a channel or a vessel for purity, for true power. If you're sitting there and you're only acknowledging the righteous, you're only acknowledging the good, you're not acknowledging the bad or the goodness about the bad, then you are imbalanced, sir. And it is my job as a light worker.
A light worker
is to speak truth, regardless. Irregardless, is to speak truth of the situation and the matter.
A light worker.
And the truth is that there's good and bad in the situation.
A light
so
worker.
Them both.
Yeah.
And for Alihio, my heart goes out to you. You are my brother.
Look at that.
You are not above me. Because I am that I am. You are not above me. No man is above me. Let that be understood. But my heart goes out to you. As somebody who is truly special in the universe and has brought knowledge and information
he did that,
but got consumed in his own darkness.
Like he reading the book.
You'd be a fool to sit here and say that's not true. You'd be a fool to sit here and say, oh, I'm going to stick to the G code and a fucking outdated way of thinking. An outdated culture.
Mika, you stupid.
I'm not going to snitch. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do
stupid.
Let me tell you something. Those people you had that came up on the panel for your court hearing, it's not a good look. Because those people are not honest with themselves. You can see it on their face. They're lying to themselves. They're lying to themselves. Anybody with a clear mind can see that That's making the situation look more bad. It was
okay. Musa, Mr. Light. Somebody say playing with the light bulbs again. He a light worker. Y'all stupid. I swear for God. Let's not sit up here and pretend you don't know who the character witnesses was. He gonna go in those people. You see how, did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch how he's still covering his ass? You was better off not saying that. Let's not act like you don't know who them people are. Don't sit up here and be like, and those people you had a mother freaker, you know who they was. You know how they became character witnesses. And those people. Who's those people, Musa? Who's those people? All of y'all graduated from Carbonationville and y'all promoted y'all damn self, right? You are now Yahuda. Oh, did y'all know he stole well, he ain't steal it, but I'm gonna say he stole Gaga ex-girl. He now laid up with Gaga ex-girl. Yes. Y'all saw that, right? But we're gonna let him continue the bullshit. Did your mama kick you out? Yeah, he a light worker now. He got paid for them light bills. he a light worker. He's a light worker. Yes.
would make way more sense to own up to your darkness. Own up to your transgressions and your sins and repent.
Is somebody going to do an investigation into Christian?
Repent.
He think he Lauren Hill now. You gotta get on your knees and
Until
repent.
you go into your own darkness and face your sin.
I'm back.
You never experience anything different. You can't point the finger at this person. It don't matter what I say online publicly. That's really not going to affect the case because we know that that's not how reality works. Don't we?
No, how it work? Tell me.
You make that bed, you got to lay in it. And if that's my destiny, if that was my destiny, best believe I'd be laying there.
Ooh.
There's a reason I'm not in jail.
What's the reason?
You can call me a coward.
What's the
You
reason?
can call me a snitch. Call me whatever.
He testified.
Yourself. And the things that I've been shown from the universe.
Excuse me, let me testify.
What?
Excuse me, let me testify. Excuse me, let me testify. Remember that song by
Common, that was this joint. Yeah.
Let me testify.
Yeah, that was the joint. That's what he did. He didn't give that statement.
Excuse me, let me testify. I like to testify. Oh, Jesus.
I left and became a channel for divine consciousness to be shown.
God, here we go.
Never put no man above me like that ever again.
Jesus.
And if I was you, I would recommend that you separate your mind and detox it from the toxins. You see, there's a holy matrimony going on. A family. It's called, you have the mother, you have the father, you have the son, and you have the daughter. These are the four elements that you have to honor within yourself. First off, you have to keep your waters pure. That's mama, that's your emotions. So first off, you purify your vessel. You put proper things in, you keep your waters pure. That's my, you have water inside your body. You cannot exist without water, and what else? Air. That's the thought, that's the father, the thought, the air.
There go that nature boy doctrine.
This is why you meditate. Consciousness. You cannot be conscious without breath. This is where information comes from. Breath. And everybody that's chosen has the ability through breath and cleansing their vessel to become the son, which is Christ, which is the fire element. And through becoming son, which is Christ, then you receive the daughter, This is the matrimony. That is your wisdom.
What is this dude talking about?
First of all,
that is your woman.
What is he talking about?
And until you
wisdom don't go like that. Wisdom don't go like that. You can have all the fresh air, breathing in, all the stable amount. Wisdom takes time. You can't be young and have wisdom. Don't quote me on that.
Thank you. No, that's real. But wisdom comes with experience.
Exactly. And
that's it. And it's not that you're not as smart as me, but how can a 10-year-old, how can he be as wise as me at 50? That would be impossible because I've had more experiences and my knowledge and my wisdom came from those experiences. He's, again, look at, I mean, you know, you're trying to teach somebody something that obviously you didn't even know because 3 months ago you were in a cult, bruh. Like, this is what I want these people, I want them to stop talking because, you know, they still just sound like another version of Nature Boy. They're still talking that same doctrine. They're just changing it up. They're not as aggressive as Nature Boy, but they're still doing the same thing.
Right. And then wisdom, first of all, y'all ain't been through nothing to have wisdom. I understand using a cult, that don't count. I understand y'all got abused, that don't count. Wisdom is when, you know, you started losing people in your family, mama's sick, and you are the only one that's holding stuff down. And now you're the one that's like leading your kids or talking to your kids, and you just so in a lot of pain. They haven't experienced a lot of pain in life. They never had to make a choice, you know, do I go live my life? Do I take care of my mama? Or you know, taking care of how, and then on top of that, their children are still young. That's enough. I mean, each part of your life, you go through different things. Y'all kids are young, so y'all ain't even deal with their problems yet.
Right. That's why I was getting ready to say.
Then when you're I'm gonna finish. Then when you are a grandparent, that's another. You know what I'm saying? Each layer of your life gives you more wisdom. Y'all have not experienced that. Y'all have not experienced. You know, some people got special need kids. Some people got kids that's in the street, and then some people got the pressure of paying for their kids' college. Either way, it's pressure. Y'all have not been taught that pressure. You may have been told about that pressure, but you ain't lived it. You have not lived it when you're sitting in the house wearing the same way like with me. As soon as I heard that pow, what's the first thing I did? I could buy your hold up.
And you went to check it out.
Understand what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what that feels like. Y'all kids is not out there in that world yet.
Yeah, somebody just made a good point about Musa not even looking straight. He looked like he's under the influence of something. I don't know what, but you're right.
Right,
but
so exactly.
Yeah,
they can't, Lisa says they can't handle pain. They would, right. So how are you really able to teach when really real life haven't been thrown at you yet?
That's what I was getting ready to say. Them people came there when they was 18, 19, 20 years old. And you got to think about it. If you fail for the likes of Nature Boy, that means you don't have enough worldly experience to recognize things like manipulation, things like, you know, aggression, you know, just a lot of average things that a person who's experienced in life would know, because you wouldn't fall victim to those things and you wouldn't allow yourself to be manipulated, you know, in that situation. But that, you know, with them, again, it's, you know, you gotta understand, like, they don't have anything that's meaningful to them. For them, they're still trying to figure out how to get donations. They're not trying to build nothing. They're not trying to do anything.
Because they're still kids. They ain't even having experience. Their kids, they haven't even, this wisdom is like, when you really, I'm gonna wring this kid neck, or I cannot wring this kid neck. You know what I'm saying? It's a you know, it's a lot of, and guess what? It's still more steps. You still have more steps until you go back to being a child. Because you know, it's once a child, twice a child, once an adult. You know,
Yeah.
so until you, because when you start down the hill as a baby, you move your way up, 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 up. You've grown, and then it starts going down, down, down. Now
Yeah.
you got to worry about all that knowledge you got. You're gonna, most of y'all gonna forget any damn way, right? You're gonna be hit with dementia, Alzheimer's. You're gonna get old. Then you're gonna realize none of this means nothing. But they didn't get to that point yet. This really don't mean nothing, you know. You know, I should have had a better standing with my. That's when it's going to mean something. When you forget shit, and is this person going to give you medicine? Is this person going to turn you over? I mean, am I going to need a pamper? Not going to need a pamper? You know, these days, you know, when you start getting a certain age, and like you can eat the best you want to eat, but it doesn't stop sickness from coming to people. I see people who eat the best; they still get cancer too.
Yeah, and that's why I said it's a shame that, going back to what you said earlier, like a point you made about, you know, it's so many experiences that you're gonna go through as a parent, first of all. So those who have kids, they don't even know all the dynamics that they're gonna go through when their kids are teenagers, and they're able to look back at this stuff on the internet and ask them questions. And then, are you gonna be prepared to answer those questions in a real way with them? And how is your relationship gonna be affected with them? And then how is that gonna affect you as an adult, as an older person, being 40 now, or maybe 30?
And they try to test you and jump up in your face, and you like, you know, then they are now stronger than you. It's like,
they have no idea.
They got so much more life to go. That's wisdom. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Most of them went straight from their mama's house to Nature Boy, and that's their life experience. How can they teach anybody anything? It's impossible, because the things that you learned with Nature Boy was all fraudulent bullshit. It was all, you know, sadistic, demonic stuff. So you can't really teach anybody anything useful from what you learned there. You have no life experience because you went from your mama's house straight to Nature Boy. And so what can you tell me about life? Like, they don't even know how to pay bills. Most of them have never paid an electric bill. Most of them have never went out and grocery shopped on their own or had to manage, because if they had, when it came down to life and death decisions like your children, there's no way in the world, I don't care what kind of influence you were under, you would let somebody do something to your child. But because they don't have that life experience, that's why it was so easy for them to go along with what Nature Boy said. Because, like, you just think about yourself, Sugar Love, after, you know, laying on that gurney and giving birth to your son, and because it's almost a woman almost loses her life in giving birth. So after you did all that, and then somebody came along and told you to discard your son, you look at them like they was crazy. I don't care what else you believe they were saying, because
they ask me now. I mean, they go I'm joking. I can't see why I'm joking. Thank you so much, Ewan. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. My daughter too. But I got the type of kids.
Yeah, but you know,
I got the type of kids that they're like I can't give them away.
They don't know that bond that you have with your kids.
Nobody can deal with minds but me. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, we, you know, it's like, I don't care where my daughter have ever went, where my son has. Nobody could deal with them but me.
Right. And you know, I tell my kids all the time, like, they'll say something and I'll be like, I can't stand y'all. And they'll just start laughing because they know what I mean by it. They know I love them, but they also know
I say the same thing.
They get on my but again, they ain't never built that bond. Like, True don't have a bond with his son. He don't have a bond with his son. He has a dictator servant relationship with his son. And then it's like, how do you teach True the humanity it takes in a man in order to raise his son? Teach him to be a man, but also teach him it's okay that when something happened, he pull him close to him and say, you know what, son, it's all right, I love you, I got your back, don't worry about it. How can you teach somebody that? It's hard to teach somebody that. I just don't think True have it in them. And like you said, the bond that you have with your kids came through life experience. Y'all struggling, y'all coming up, and your kids look back, and that's why when you see these athletes and these entertainers get awards, the first thing they say is, my mama worked 2 jobs, my mama struggled, we was homeless, we lived in a shelter, because they see that struggle, and that's what they learn to respect. And it's like, they don't have any of those type of life experiences. It's like, how can you tell somebody else something about their life and you let somebody else control your life? Or how can you tell me about what's the best thing for my children's health when you subjected your children to carbonation? It's like, you got to really stand back and look at what these people are saying. They're not even in the healing process. Like I said, because had Nature Boy not got locked up, you got to remember, the day he got locked up, they was still all in. They was acting like, oh, I was finna leave anyway. No, you wasn't. They would have still been right there to this day if Nature Boy hadn't got locked up.
If he was going to leave, you just would have, just like
you would have just exactly
up and said bye.
Thank you. And that's why I keep saying, these are the ones that's coming right out talking about they teaching, they giving readings, they doing this, and they want to read your natal chart for $30 and this and that and the other. And it's like, they're just furthering the same hustle that Nature Boy was doing. And that's all it is. I don't care which one of them it is. But anyway, I don't want to keep repeating myself. I'm gonna mute up so we can get through this video.
Let me tell you the joke I have and chat. Now I'm in like Serena's room, like tearing her up yesterday, right? This is what they do. This is the 3rd time this happened to me. What they do is they go through the names, and I look at my Instagram, and the cherry goes, I don't know what it is. Let me read what she said, right?
She's so full of it, man. She cracks me up. She cracks me up.
Oh God. I mean, read what she said. I'm like, y'all, I'm like, let me see if this the right one. Now I'm tearing her up, and then she says to me, where is that? Oh God, I can't find it. I know it's this one because it's the one I showed it on. Let me reset.
You healing. Every time you left, you healing, but you went back. So the healing didn't work or not?
Oh, I'm pressing.
They need to stop using that word.
All right. This what she says to me. She says, hello, darling. Right?
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry sliding into your DM. I normally don't do this, but it's important I reach out. During my meditation sessions for some days now, I've been having visions, and I've been asking for directions to who the visions was about. Then the universe led me to you.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hold on, I gotta let y'all see this. I let y'all see
that
this.
Girl is.
This is the 3rd time it happened.
She wants some money. She wants to send us some money.
Look at this.
Oh, Janae, you're doing so great.
That's why nobody can't tell me shit. Don't tell me shit or nothing. Okay?
Hey.
Now, look at this. Can y'all see it?
She's so full of it. She's so full of it. Look at that.
Look. Hello, darling.
She wrote a whole book.
That's what I said.
She wrote a whole book.
Not to mind you. She says for a couple of days, Chick, I blew you up yesterday. It wasn't a couple of days ago. Well, let's go. She goes, I'm sorry sliding into your DMs. I normally don't do this, but it's important I reach out. During my meditation sessions for some days now, I've been having visions, and I've been asking for directions to who the visions was about. Then the universe led me to you. There is some extraordinary blockages, delays holding you back. And now they're giving me insights on everything blockage acting as curses. It has genuinely been holding you down.
Oh my God.
Honey, have you been seeing series of numbers like 111? Of course it's a number. 333, of course it's a number. 1010, 888, 22, and 22. And so on. These numbers are signs of your ancestors.
Wow.
Trying to reach out to you, but then why would they come? Why would they have to go?
Why would they come through you?
Right,
This is what I'm saying. Like,
knock
this
on
girl
wood.
is so full of
Out my head,
shit.
Kevin. And now they're using me as a medium to release you from this curse.
Girl, if you don't get your
And then
ass.
she says, I read your name and felt after what I said to you, all right, and felt a strong connection, love. And I think you might need a reading. I don't know what that stands for. I don't know what that stands. Then she goes, what's your zodiac sign, love? I said, I'm good, thank you. And I just left her just like, right.
Yeah. See, I think you need a reading because the readings are $30. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, don't come to me talking about no spirituality.
This the third. Velvet did it, and the Cherry did. This the third time it happened.
Which proves my point. It's just a continuation of the same old grift, the same hustle they've been doing. It's like these people crazy. Like I said, they all blocked me, but then like, you know, True and Sassy told me they'll talk to me if I send them $30, you know. And I'm like, bro, I wouldn't send you a bus ticket that I got for free. But you know, they just, you know, they all, like I said, you know, if you're trying to get your life together, then that's cool, do that. But I yet to see somebody that's trying to get their life together, that's healing from real trauma, be on the internet every day asking people for donations. It just, those two things don't go together. That's not what you do when you're going through a real process. But when you still trying to figure out how to get over, that's what you're going to do. And it, you know, like I said, you know, he over there on Bigo, Sassy over there on Bigo hustling the gays. True still hustling the Die Hard, you know, carbonation nuts. And you know, the girls too, they you know, they getting sympathy, you know, they get a lot of the women's sympathy. Oh, they just you know, get out of here. Like I
started to put what's your sign? I started to put dollar signs and you can't get none, right? And you can't get none, right?
Well,
but I was like, I'll just leave it right like that because I want to see if she got something else to say. But this is why nobody don't come up here telling me nothing. This is the third time this happened.
Yeah.
They wait for you to write something, and then they go through everybody.
And they go through all your.
And then they hit up everybody.
They go through your whole friend list.
Why
and that's the thing.
My ancestors contact you. First of all, I believe in. Tell her I said to leave you alone with that BS. She don't read. She lied to people who gave her the authorization to do the things that she is doing spiritually. Thank you. Number one, like everybody have their belief. I believe in the word R.I.P. Rest in peace. I believe in letting this just me. People can connect with them if they're able. That is you. But I have so much respect for them that they transition. Why write rest in peace if you ain't gonna let them rest in peace?
Exactly.
Let them rest. They did all their work already. Damn it. Find your way in life.
Your ancestors is contacting her, but her own ancestors ain't telling her what to do.
None of they reading has told them nothing about Nature Boy, right?
Exactly. How are my ancestors contacting you to go through you as a medium, but your own ancestors obviously are not directing you? It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. It's just crazy.
And then,
thank you, Ewan.
First of all, when your ancestors come to you, it comes to you in a dream, and you see that person yourself. It's not going to go through another person. And
exactly.
Then you put the word curses there, and I'm like, but shit, everybody got good days and bad days, and things is going to happen regardless.
Exactly.
And things are going to happen regardless. People will go through some trials and tribulations regardless. It does not make it a curse. It makes it life.
And people play on that because you got to realize if somebody comes up to you and say, hey, listen, you know, God put it on my heart or the universe told me that, you know, you just going through right now. And I'm going to just tell you something. You know, the God said, hold on and this, that, and the other. Listen, that will apply to most people that you would just walk up to randomly and say, because everybody's going through something. But see, that's how they figure out who's vulnerable, because like Sugar Love did, she just, I'm good, thank you, love, and that's it. But if you start feeding into it with them, then they know you're susceptible to that stuff, and then that's how they know who to prey upon. So you just have to watch the questions that people even ask you. It's like, what's your sign? Well, wait a minute. If you're so intuitive and you're an empath, you should know that. You should be able to know my sign.
Now, don't get me wrong. Now, if you are an empath, Kevin, you're sort of kind of like you're still a water element. Sometimes when people are having a bad day, you can feel it. And there are
Exactly.
So, but it's not like, but that's because you felt it. Or you felt you felt the energy, but that's not a cursing. Or sometimes people, and most of the time when people going through something, a lot of times if they feel your connection, they're gonna come to you.
Right.
You're not gonna go to them.
Exactly.
Sometimes you can be minding your business and people will just come to you out of nowhere and just start telling you everything. Right. You didn't have to walk up to them.
Right.
And you really want to say, oh my God, but you sit there and you're just listening because you figure they're going through something. Fuck it. But you really want to say, I don't feel like they're involved in my goddamn self.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of times I have been her, for over 30 years. I will go set her straight and straight.
She don't want that kind of smoking.
I want her hair straighter and straight because it's kind of sticking up. But I'm just saying, a lot of times when you do have like them gifts, for some reason, I'm not saying all the time, but a lot of times people will come, they just go to you.
Right.
You will attract energy. Right, exactly.
You will attract the energy that you give off. That's why I said, like, I don't encounter like mean, hostile people every day. The people, I guess, because like you said, they feel the energy that you give off. So people, as soon as I make eye contact, hey, how you doing, brother? Hey, I'm good. How you doing? Thank you for asking. That's the type of energy I get from people. But if I walk around with a screw face all day, then I'm gonna get people eyeballing me back, and and people asking me what's wrong. But you got to realize people play off everything. When you got people who are looking to prey upon people, they look for anything. They look for a single mother walking with 2 or 3 kids, and then they know certain things they can. She may be, you need to make some money right quick. Whatever it may be, and you just have to be careful about. And
I know my ancestors, they ain't coming to her no.
They ain't talking to my ancestors is not talking to none of them people.
The ancestors that I do know.
That's why I said the ones I do know. If my older ones anything like them,
about the ones I don't know, but if we all come from the same lineage, believe me, B. If they come to you, girl,
that's crazy. It's crazy.
Let my grandmama come to you, girl. You don't want Edie. You don't want my grandmama coming to you, girl.
It's crazy. And when you talk about wisdom, we was talking about wisdom. Wisdom comes with time, like you said. Like when you sit down and talk to your grandmother, and it's not coincidental that we all say, "Man, my grandma my grandma or my grandfather." Because think about it, when you have a black woman in this country that made it to 70, 80 years old, that wisdom, that knowledge, that experience, I don't care what these so-called spiritual gurus is talking about. Talk to them. They can give you true wisdom. That's why they can tell you about your kids. Sometimes I remember one time, my daughter was very small, and we started panicking because my grandmother said, "Oh no, it's just this, do this and turn her over and pat her." She just knew instinctually what to do from experience, from wisdom. They can see things when certain things start to happen. She told my mom, "Hey, go to the hospital. I think you'd have had a stroke." My mom said, "I ain't had no stroke." She said, "Girl, go to the hospital." My mom had a mild stroke because she recognized the signs. I don't know what they were, but because
I could walk into a nursing home because my mother's in the nursing home. Mm-hmm. I'm so good at what I do. You know what I mean? Patients I done saved because the nurses, them be there, but they don't really care about them. They only care about the paycheck.
Right.
I'm like, hold up, that one is not in the right state of mind.
Uh-huh.
That's not her norm. This one is
Right.
not that norm. This one is hungry, blah blah. And everyone I go to, she says some of your ancestors are not even related to you. If they coming through me, they must be just like me because they're coming through me. But my thing is, actually, I like to be surprised. I love to be surprised because my thing is, once somebody tell you these things, then you start to, now you're waiting for it to happen. So now what you do is now putting your mind in a state of panic. So now your adrenaline will now stay up because they told you this, this, and this. So my ancestors will already know, let her be. Because when people start giving you too much, that's why God said you can't have too much information.
Mm-hmm.
But if once somebody's telling you, well, you know what, on the 13th, such and such is going to happen, and they told you this on the 1st, for them next 12 days that you could have been living in peace,
right?
Now you're just like, oh, you're panicking,
right?
You know, oh my God, you know,
right.
And now you're just like Christmas. Soon as Christmas is the day after Christmas is done, and once Christmas start to come, now all your mind is on Christmas, and, and getting gifts and
holiday spirit and all of that. Yeah.
So now your mind is set to, every child mind is set to Christmas. And they wonder about what they're gonna get and whatever. So then when Christmas finally get here, and let's say they don't get what they want or whatever, but it makes your mind go. Don't tell me certain things. If it's supposed to, let it happen.
Exactly.
Let it happen.
Finish what you were saying too about being able to spot things in those elderly folks. See, because that's wisdom too. That's experience. That's
no, but what happened is my mother is a retired nurse. I've always been around from the hospital to the nurse, so I have a particular nose for it. So, and then besides that, I look at people, so I know. And then I'm a person that likes to give everybody individual attention. Like everybody who come in here, I don't care if it's one person in my chat or 100 people in my chat, I'm gonna notice all 100 people. You know, and I'm gonna greet and make all of them feel appreciated. But I'm like that in real life too. So if I go there all the time and I know you're bubbly, now you're not bubbly, I'm gonna ask. See, people will look at stuff, but they won't say it. I'll be the one gonna, is this normal? Is she tired? Is she on med? What's going on?
Why is she dragging her leg when she walked?
Exactly.
Yeah, things like that. Yep.
So I always notice a lot, even with the kids that I have. Well, what's wrong?
I'm like that with my kids. Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you? Oh, mama. And then, you know, I always give people the freedom. It's something about me. They're going to tell me, if you're lying, I'm gonna catch you out there. But that's just something. I have a nose for that. And then the bad part about it is I have a nose for when it's almost your time.
Yeah.
And the bad part about that is now I'm fucked up.
Right. Because you feel it and you don't even want to say it because you don't want to put it out there, but you carrying that. Yeah.
But I smell it. I'm beyond empathy. I'm beyond it. Right. Yeah. So I'm like, oh my God. It's like I knew when my grandmother was. I said, oh God, my grandmother.
My wife is just like that. My wife is
like my grandma was leaving me, you know. So that's why I don't like to be around too many people neither, because I pick up, my spidey senses go off immediately.
Right.
You know, sometimes you gotta protect yourself. You gotta protect yourself because you can't keep. So people naturally, a lot of people are born like that. So a lot of stuff I can listen to, a lot of stuff I don't have to listen to. So when I'm harsh on something because I know how to, I know how to give you or don't give you at all. So that my bullshit radar is beyond. You know, it's like beyond. You ain't gonna tell. So when I see a lot of people have these hearts for these, and at the end of the day, they're all criminals. And we have to remember that.
Right.
We have a heart for people that's all criminals. Can they redeem themselves? Yes. Just they can't take back what they have done. But my thing is, if you're going to denounce anything, then you do it the correct way. You do it the right way. You don't come back as another character.
Exactly. Another character in the ongoing movie that it was.
Exactly. Now you're another character, right?
Yeah.
You ain't a mere man no more, right? You ain't not a mere man. You're another. You came back as another character.
Right.
You got people, well, they're living their life. No, this is what they want you to see. I know what denouncing means.
Right.
Even like a lot of these artists and stuff, a lot of them, when you see them go back to having regular jobs and being regular people, that means they have truly denounced the entertainment business.
Right. Exactly.
Where we'll be laughing and joking at Hollywood, you had all that money. No, they know what they did, and they know what they endured, and they denounced it. So they're better off. Let me go back to the regular life, a regular job. So that truly means they gave up all that entertainment money.
Yep. And you can tell the ones that have one foot in and one foot out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they trying to do. They trying to have it both ways. They trying to make it seem like they out so that people support them, but they still want to be on the same type of BS. So I'm not buying it, but listen, y'all. I love to stay up here because I know how y'all team no sleep. We team no sleep up here.
No,
but
I got a team. Got to get up in the morning.
Yeah, I got a 4 a.m. call time, so I got to get up out of here. But I just had to come back in and tap in and let y'all know I wasn't going nowhere. I just was, it been hectic, lately. So, but I'm back tapped in, y'all. I'm getting caught up. I'm gonna be watching, but I got to get myself together because, like I said, I got a 4 a.m. call time in the morning. So. Peace, chat. I love y'all. I miss y'all. I'll see y'all next cast, and we'll be talking, sugar.
But don't forget, I'm gonna be on a little bit early now because I gotta get up in the morning too.
Okay. All right, sis. Well, I'll catch up with you.
Care, bro.
Peace, chat.
All right, bro.
All right.
So that's why when they talk about when people try, and I'm like, listen. If the things that they done they did it to you, like having compassion, you gotta be careful with that. The devil like to play, baby. The devil like to play, and they come bearing gifts. Devil don't come in no spikes on his head and all this other stuff. But we'll finish listening to his bull crap.
Honor this system. Will you ever experience what you want to experience in life? You have to let go of your ego. You have to let go of what you want. You are not to be boastful and pride in your ego, but in love and I am. And it's so easy to get swayed because just as powerful as the almighty light is, the darkness is just as powerful. And before you know it, you can get swayed. And before you're in a dark situation. And only you can get yourself out of that situation. This is the last video I'm going to do talking about this topic. I want there to be balance in the entirety of the situation. Look at all the good that the brother did. The brother did a lot of good.
What did he do that was good? To what? What did he do?
That really irritates me because I'm a balanced guy. I'm not going to leave and be like, yeah, he's all wicked and he brainwashed me and this and that. Nigga, what? Nigga didn't brainwash me. Bruh.
So you did it willingly?
Pause. First off, I put myself in the situation. Second off, I got myself out the situation and healed myself, despite what anybody has to say about how it happened. That's what happened. That's the facts of the matter. Kudos. Pat myself on the back. All I'm saying is this. I'll be damned if I give somebody that much power over me. I'll be damned. I'm going to take my power back. Always have my own reserve. What?
Okay, RC, take care.
I always have my own reserve. I always felt something was off.
Uh-huh.
I was always protected. I always had my own reserve. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Nigga, shit was off. There was shit that was did that shouldn't have been done. That went against mama, nigga. That's the truth. Accept it. Apologize and own up to your transgressions and your sins. Face your darkness. Go into the dark.
He faced it already. He's chose to be in the dark.
And that's for everybody.
He's still touched in the brain.
For anybody watching this video. The way you judge somebody is the way you feel about yourself. Be responsible. Be righteous. Reality is not what you think it is. Don't use Eligio as a scapegoat for your transgressions and your sins.
Tell yourself. Tell yourself about
your own darkness.
You too.
Face your own darkness.
You need to do it too.
Then pull the plank out your eye. Then pull the plank out his eye. Because we all need help. What sense would that make? You God. You put yourself in jail to come out of jail so niggas can see that you was innocent? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. Why would the universe do that? Don't get me wrong. Exaltation is good, and we should all be finding ways to exalt each other. But we also should hold each other accountable. Let's hold each other accountable.
Starting with you. Start with yourself.
Simple message.
How about start with yourself, Musa? How about start with yourself? How about start with the things that you did, being that you telling people to hold each other accountable and don't plank somebody else's eye unless they plank this. So start with you. What do you have to be remorseful for? What are your guilts? What are the things that you have done? I mean, being that it sound like, yeah, they all sound alike. I mean, being that you talking so much now, then start with you. Start with you. Why you worry about what somebody else will start with you?
I don't care what you think about the message. I don't care if you message me about the message. It's about what you do. It's not about the words, it's about what you do. It's about action. Action oriented. What can you take? Take the meat, leave the bones. If you don't want to hear it, get off the video. And that's okay. Live your life. Learn how to appreciate everything for its purpose. That's the whole reason of facing your darkness. It's to realize the reason for darkness. Darkness has a divine purpose, and we cannot exist without darkness. We must appreciate and love darkness, shine light on darkness. Always. Always love, being understanding. And understanding coming through honoring the Father, which is the breath, honoring your father and your mother. Honoring your father and your mother means to honor your vessel. It means to honor your breath. It means to breathe. Focus on your breath. It means to clean your waters and keep your vessels pure. By doing that consistently, you're going to open up your pineal gland and you're going to become one with the Father. You'll become the Son. And when you become the Son, you'll be gifted with a woman as a man. And you get to create your heaven. Deny yourself. Deny yourself your pleasures. Get off social media for some time. Go connect to nature. Cleanse your mind. Then talk about what's going on. Okay? All right, so on that note, man, I love you. I love you all. I am that I am. I am power. I am existence. I am eternal power. I am eternal existence. When you breathe, say that in your mind. Say, I am eternal. I am eternal. Watch the words that you use. Watch out for the Antichrist. Anybody that tells you to follow them and praise them, praise no man. Follow no man. Follow no man. You are Christ. Nigga, tap in.
Hey, Miss Leo.
And I know I'm out. I love you.
You don't love me. You don't know me. Now we're gonna hear what Joy got to say. Joy, 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 joy. Even though she said this, I think like last month, but it still sounds good. Now where you at, Joy? I don't know what I did with her. Now, Joy, tell it the way it is. Let's go.
Allows them to express their demons. Allows them to reaffirm whatever sadistic beliefs that they have in their head. To continue to point the finger at white supremacy. What do y'all abuse black people? Y'all literally taking from the book of the slave masters and implementing those and implementing those actions into carbonation. Baby. So don't stop with the white fucking supremacy. Stop. The only reason y'all are even talking about fucking white supremacy right now is to distract from what the fuck is actually going on. That y'all are abusive, y'all are thieves, y'all are scammers. Mm-hmm. And you are liars. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You will literally come online and smile in everybody's face and say, oh, we're actors. Acting how? Y'all not fucking acting? Mm-mm. This is not acting. There have been people there that have left, that have opened up about their experience there. This is not fucking acting. None of them have said that they've been actors. Y'all are caught up and trying to save fucking face. But it's too late. It's too late. You want to blame, y'all want to say, oh, you locked the black man up. The black man. Now you want to make it about fucking race and how the woman is the destruction of the black family again, right? Instead of taking accountability. No, this is a man who is abusive, who beats women and degrades men. This is who we're talking about. We're not talking about a black woman destroying shit. We're talking about a man being held accountable for his own actions. This is a man who abuses women and men physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, any way that he can. He is abusive in any way that he can because he feels that he is above the law. And now he's trying to save face. No, none of y'all can save fucking face. And all of y'all felt like y'all were above the law as well. And that is why y'all are participating in abuse. And that's the reason that y'all are trying to save face now, claiming that y'all fucking actors. Because y'all are over there abusing each other. Stop with the lies. Take accountability.
Nope, that means jail time.
You believe in the knowledge so much, take fucking accountability. But the knowledge is a fucking cover up. Y'all don't care about the knowledge. So stop. Y'all can stop with the lies. Anybody that's fucking joined after Nature Boy has been exposed for all the shit that he's done, they don't give a fuck about the knowledge. After it came out that Velvet was being abused, after I exposed that shit, y'all niggas didn't come for no fucking knowledge. Y'all came for attention and dick. And like I said again, Musa, you are the last fucking person that should be on here advocating for shit. The last person when your recordings are still online. And Batty Yaddy, you getting blocked for even saying some dumb shit like she dealt the hardest blow. Nigga, we were in other countries. There are reports in other countries. For you saying some dumb shit like that. Get the fuck out of here. Just because we not online telling all our fucking business don't mean that shit isn't being done. I just had to make that clear. That none of them are actors. That's a lie. They're all abusive. They are all dangerous. They are all enjoying putting each other through pain.
Tell it, Tori.
To prove themselves, to fight for this illusionary status. Ain't no backtracking now. Everything's online. Everything has been documented. Whether you know about it or not. I'm not reading the comments. Just FYI.
You read that one because you blocked them. You read one.
But
you read one.
I had to speak my piece. And I'm going to say it one more time. They are not innocent. The people there are not innocent. At some point, maybe. But now they're participating in abuse willingly. They are willingly beating other people. They are willingly holding people against their will. And they come online and blatantly lie now that their actions are catching up with them. And I'm gonna leave.
Say that she definitely wasn't playing around. She always spilled the tea. Hey, for my kids, how are you? I'm curious to know what's up with Star. Yeah, I know. I was gonna play Star tomorrow. And see that what everything that girl went on she went on a whole trip talking about how they was gonna get Nature Boy ass. Mm-hmm.
Of loyalty and all this other shit. It's the truth of the matter. It's shit crazy, but that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say was, man, shout out Solar for doing for, you feel me, speaking your truth and telling it how it is. Shout out to Solar. That's real, man. Like, for real. That's what I'm looking for. Like, you feel me? For people, that's real. Is to admit, like, this nigga was wrong. Like, if we was over there and some wrong shit happened, like, we would be punished. You know what I'm saying? We would be punished. We would have to be disciplined if we fucked up. But if this nigga fuck up, it gets swept under the rug. You can't do that. That's not cool. You feel me? And then you say your life belonged to everybody. Okay, well, if your life belonged to everybody, here it is. Your shit is out now. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like this nigga was trying to change. He was justifying his demons. He was saying, he was perpetuating it. He said that it was okay to hit women. He was teaching people it was okay. He was talking to motherfuckers like fucking slaves and less than him. Let's look at those facts. You feel me? The unhealthy part of the situation.
No, she didn't side out Musa.
Like I said, let's have a real nigga moment with Dr. Bishop should have had a real nigga moment with Nature Boy. The fuck? and you was lying to us, but when you woke up, I wasn't lying shit. I never lied. So I don't know what you talking about, Miss Lean 135. Hell nah. But anyway, yeah, I never lie about shit. Once I started waking up to shit, and once I woke up to some shit, I left. Once I started waking up to some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, so I don't know. It's whatever. His fate is his fate. Shit, like whatever happened to him from here on out, I don't give a fuck how many years he get. I don't give a fuck what, that's his journey. That's the shit that he has to go through. That's him. I believe that he do deserve this shit. He needs to be locked up type shit. Like, yeah, especially if he think that shit is okay. Especially if he think it's cool. Like he is exactly where he needs to be. You know what I'm saying? It's just is what it is. It's the truth of the matter. It's cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's simple mathematics. But yeah, man, I hope motherfuckers see this shit. I don't give a fuck. I tag them too, but I don't give a fuck. I really tag them. I tag everybody in this bitch that I need to see this. I don't give no fucks on bro. Niggas need to see this shit on bro. I'm gonna speak my piece to the day I die. Like, is you stupid? You must be retarded. You're getting clout off this shit, Juju. Like, is you getting clout off of it? And True too, like True. You older. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real sad for True. Like, True, come on now. You a goofy, bro, for real. Like, you the biggest goofy. You the biggest goofy, nigga. You honestly the biggest goofy over there. Bet I'm gonna save it. I'm definitely gonna save this live on God. On God. How do you feel about Juju though? I just told you what I felt about him right now. Overall, you know what I'm saying? That was my homie. You feel me? I fuck with Juju on the real. Like, I fuck with Juju, but she got ways about him that is not cool. You know what I'm saying? I started figuring out more about Juju and how he'll do certain shit that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying?
But what maybe he do?
Maybe he do got this more learning to go.
He got more learning to go.
I'm trying to put him on. Like, is something not clicking to you? You feel me? Something's not clicking because it's like, this man has done wrong. You feel me? And I even told this man, like, I inboxed him. So it's like, it ain't like you don't really know. Maybe you ain't believe me. I don't know what the fuck going on. Maybe you think I'm a demon or some shit. Right, though. There ain't no way they still feel justified in all the hypocrisy and evil they both done witnessed and been a part of. Right. Clear yourself from that. Alone, you don't know nothing about it. Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm definitely gonna tag them. I'm definitely gonna tag them. But yeah, man. All of it is sad, bro. All of it is shit sad. Like, how did you start waking up, and who did you try to take with you? Me and Knowledge started waking up together, honestly. Me and Knowledge started waking up together.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, we was talking, we could really trust each other on that level over there, you feel me? Because over there, like, it'll be hard to trust people because, you know, he had it in a way where he would put us against each other, you feel me? Like, he had it in a way where we're like, you know, teamed up against each other. Like, it's me versus this person. Like, I'm up against this person type shit. Like, we're competing. You feel me? So when you in a mode where you competing with other motherfuckers and shit, and you gotta try to make rank, you feel me? Shit like that. It's hard to really trust other people because motherfuckers might think you a demon. Or
the big girl is Knowledge.
You some
big
type
mama.
Of somebody that's trying to ruin what he got or some shit when that's not even the case. When that's not even the case. But yeah, so it's like me and Knowledge had that close. I don't know what happened to the baby. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I wasn't there. But from what it seems, I don't know. From what Solar Live said, Solar said that Eligio owe him a baby. So that can mean a lot of things. I'm not gonna speak on that because I don't know. But from what Solar Live said, he said that Eligio owe him a baby. Right. Hell yeah. It was hard to find people to trust. Like me and Knowledge just ended up having a really close connection. And then we just started talking back and forth about certain things that we didn't like about the cult. And we just started piecing a lot of shit together. And I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, I got to get up out of here for real. I said, I got to get up out of here. It must have been hard to find somebody. Yeah, Nature Boy preyed upon people with little to no self-esteem, and the ones that were smart enough to get out when they got back to themselves are the ones they're all trying to paint as liars and disloyal. Exactly. Literally. Literally. Shit crazy, and then some of them just like still be trying to take up a Nature Boy for what? And then True with his #1 discipleship, he Nature Boy #1 biggest fan. Like, bro, go to jail with the nigga, man. Go True. Just go in this nigga's draws, okay? Just live in this nigga's draws with him. That's what True want to do. True want to live in this nigga's draws with him. Like, please, True, go sit your ass, go to jail, and walk your ass in there and see, and ask them to get a nice bed right next to Baba G. Please, True. Come on now. Go lay up with this nigga. Right next to him. Cuddle. It's sad. Like, come on now. You this #1. Yeah, man. True wanna lay next to this nigga. He wanna die next to this nigga. That's what you talking about. He wanna die next to the nigga. You heard what he said. He loved him more than he loved himself. Y'all ain't see that video? He said, I love you more than I love myself. And the thing is, I get it because they really think that he the Messiah. They really think that he like Jesus type shit. You feel me? Really think that like Jesus. Like when you've been enslaved with the Bible to react a certain way to Jesus, or to respond a certain way to Jesus, it's like, you know what I'm saying? And this nigga is calling himself Jesus. Is like they getting brainwashed to think that it's the same thing. So they feel as if they gotta do everything to please Jesus or worship this person because they comparing it to the Bible. Because this nigga done said that he the person in the Bible. You feel me? So I was like, I get it. You feel me? I get why, you know, they feel like they gotta ride for this nigga, but it's like it's not given, especially from the shit that he's doing behind closed doors. You feel me? How is you this Messiah? How is you this holy person when you just draining niggas' energy and keeping them enclosed in this cult, and you taking from people and you just, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you giving some knowledge, nigga. All of that shit is out on the internet already. A lot of that shit that he taught me, I've been seeing out already on the internet, nigga. So you're not really doing shit. Plus, like, you feel me? So fuck all this. I'm giving you knowledge, bitch. You feel me? And then but you taking from us. You taking from the tribe. You taking niggas' wives. Come on now. You abusing women. But you this Messiah though. You feel me? So actions speak louder than words. Period. How the fuck you supposed to be this master teacher when you're not even mastered yourself? But the knowledge coming from you though. But you must be just sick and twisted. All I see is a sick and twisted ass nigga with a decent amount of knowledge. That's all I see. A sick, twisted nigga with some knowledge that he done regurgitated and put it in his own motherfucking way. Period. If motherfuckers can't wake up to the fact about that, then you're gonna be forever brainwashed by this nigga, forever being controlled from a jail cell by this nigga. Period. I'm gonna speak my truth. I'm gonna speak my shit. Even if this nigga was out, I'll be speaking my shit. I will still speak my shit to the day I die. You feel me? It ain't shit for me to speak the truth. It ain't shit. Cause I align with truth. You feel me? I am the truth. I align with truth. I'ma always speak truth. I am truth, nigga. You will never not hear me speaking truth. I'm the truth, nigga. So yeah, that's what's going on, man. Got my blunt. Nah, but I don't know why this shit's tweaking. But what do you say? Oh, damn, I didn't see all these messages. It's crazy how he was able to organize that whole thing, looking back on it, like the structure of it, to the point where people still trying to live and die by his word. True. I'm dead. Hell no. They said that nigga True said he gonna kill his son over Nature Boy. This man's gone. I lost his damn mind, bro. His ass was done. His ass did lose his motherfucking mind when I was over there. Cause when I tried to leave, this nigga was yelling at the fucking phone, talking about some. All I heard was this. That's all I fucking heard. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga True done really lost his motherfucking mind. I was just trying to lead a cult. All I hear is this nigga on the phone woofing. Like, boy, shut the fuck up, you dog ass nigga. You just a puppy ass nigga for this fool Nature Boy, nigga. Goofy. This nigga woofing. Dog ass nigga, that's why he barking and he was jumping up and down for the nigga. Cause that's what you is. You this puppy. I'ma forever speak my truth. Bro, truth be stinging motherfucker. Bing. What are you talking about? But yeah, these niggas gone. Niggas is gone on bro. But at the end of the day, you know, shout out Solar. You feel me? Because he really doing this shit the right way. He really speaking his heart. You know what I'm saying? Speaking the truth, keeping it real with motherfuckers. Like he really doing that shit. You feel me? Everybody else on some goofy fuck shit. Maybe it's gonna take them a little more time. I don't know. But all I know is, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. In the head. But yeah, I just want to know. I want to know, y'all. Y'all can tag him. I don't give a fuck if y'all tag him right now. Tag Juju. Tag True. I don't give a fuck. I don't do it. They need to see this shit. I might just tag him when I exit the live. I'm dead. Take years. It may take years. That's like so I said. It may take years for them to really wake up. You feel me? On God, say less. On God, it's whatever. It is what it is, bro. This shit got me teed for real. Like at the end of the day, I got love for, you feel me? I got love for these people. You feel me? At the end of the day, you know I do. But it's like the truth is the truth, and I gotta say what I gotta say. I'm gonna speak my shit for real, regardless. And it is just whatever. You know what I'm saying? When I speak my truth, it's whatever. You don't like it, I don't give no fucks. We can fight about it, whatever the fuck you want to do about it. I don't give zero fucks. But yeah, truth is the truth, man. I just want to know what's up with Juju, what's up with True, what's up with these niggas. Like, stop talking about the shit that don't matter. Talk about the shit behind the closed doors. Stop dismissing the actual shit that we talking about. I'm trying to figure out why you letting a nigga from jail control you. Why you letting a nigga from jail control you? And why the fuck Is you ignoring my messages? Like when I messaged you when you was in a cult, Juju, I told you that this nigga is wrong. Like he really abusing these women. He kicked Malia in the stomach. You ain't respond to that though. You respond to everything else though. You responding to the clout shit and you going live and shit. Is you trying to get clout? But yeah, man, that's all I want to say, man. That's all I gotta say. That's all I'm finna say. And I'm out. I'm out. What's up, Deshay? Hey, what up, gang? TYG. He abused them dudes. Hell yeah, man. A lot of shit happened behind closed doors, for real. Like,
well, let us know.
I don't even know most of the shit. I don't even know most of the shit because I've been there for almost 4 months. I didn't even be there that long. But still, I seen enough. I heard enough. And some of that shit, I kind of just was like, all right, people go through shit. You feel me? But then I started catching on like, nah, this is what they do. And this is wrong. I'm not with it. And I left.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? What's up, Cola? The real Cola James. Oh, God. Yeah, man. I'm definitely. I be speaking my shit. Period. Proud you stayed away. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, Malia. I think she was the one getting hit the most. I can't. I don't know for a fact, but I heard all of them was getting hit. Shit, I heard it was times Malia didn't even want to fucking be there. You know what I'm saying? Like shit crazy. Like I'm telling you, shit crazy.
Cry about teeth.
But I'm gonna tell y'all more on, bro. Like honestly, I'm finna make a Bigo live, y'all. I'm finna be on Bigo, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm finna be on Bigo. I'm finna hop on Bigo, and I'm finna start speaking more of my shit. I'm gonna start telling y'all behind the scenes with E on, bro. I'm finna start telling y'all the you feel me? Motherfucker can say it's clout all they want. I'm just gonna be real. I want to give y'all the real. I want to give y'all the true story behind this shit. The real in depth, the behind the scenes. You feel me? Because fuck what motherfuckers saying and all that shit. No, I'm gonna give you honesty. So everybody can see this shit for what it is. At the end of the day, I'm doing right. I'm doing what's right because this nigga is wrong. You know what I'm saying? The nigga is wrong. For real though. Yeah, but that's why his ass locked up. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that this nigga is locked up. He's locked up for a reason, bro. I'm about to make a Bigo though. I'm definitely about to make a Bigo, and I'm gonna give y'all the link, and I'm gonna post it on my Instagram. So just stay tuned. You feel me? Because I'm definitely gotta start hopping on Bigo, and I'm gonna start getting more in depth with other shit too. But shit, stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Hold on. Let me see something. Let me see something. Let me see something. Let me see something. Oh, these chicks is back. These wicked witches is back.
So I'm gonna address, the snakes we had it out.
We don't care, girl. Oh gosh, Malia really act like she about that life. But see, the thing is, what you gonna do? Say I'm gonna send somebody to beat her up? She done got beyond beat. She got beyond beat up. So nothing phases her. And I might show this clip again tomorrow, but we're gonna watch it right now.
The people that claim to be there when things were good, but when things hit the fan, are you still a fan? Are you still down?
No.
Are you still going to support?
No.
Are you going to keep the knowledge during persecution?
No.
Because in these times, it shows you who you have.
We don't care.
Everything reveals itself over time.
Okay.
Everything that's in the dark truly comes to the light.
Mm-hmm.
Over these times, everything was good.
Mm-hmm.
But when we took everything out, took the energy out, now we see what we have. We see who truly was there for us and in our corner. The things that you didn't speak about, the things that you didn't talk about, your darkness, your demons, your shadows, it shows now.
So,
through persecution, through the trials and the tribulations, you're supposed to stand still in the storm of times. You're not supposed to turn on your father when things didn't go your way. You're not supposed to turn on your God, on your teacher, on your guru when things don't go your way. You're supposed to stand still. Keep the knowledge no matter what you do. Keep the knowledge.
What knowledge?
See, I like how Efru said today.
What she
it's
said?
Not enough. It's too many chiefs and not enough Indians. It's too many people that want to be in a chief position, but not try to be likened to the Messiah.
If y'all watch this chick, if you notice how bad she is, if you notice that they have to edit what she's saying. She's not a natural speaker, so you got to see how they keep entering her ass. They got to keep entering her ass. Leah, he's still gonna come home and beat you up. I just want to let you know that when he make it home, after he make y'all polish his rod, after he make y'all polish his rod and do all the nasty things to him, you know you're gonna beat you up, right? You know you would never not get beat up. I just thought I'd tell you, Efru, and all the rest of you guys. Y'all are never not going to get beat up. I just thought I'd let you know. Their narcissists never change, and you know that. Because he not nice in jail. He ain't even nice in jail. Well, let's go.
Be likened to their teacher. They're trying to be like, they're trying to take the position of their teacher rather than sit still and gain the wisdom, gain the knowledge of their teacher, gain the understanding of their teacher, the wisdom that he's given us. Just sit there and understand it and collect it. And try to apply it to your life. But now that he's behind, now that his hands is tied,
behind bars,
now that he can't have a word to speak, then you try to you talk bad about him, you talk dirty about him in a public eye. What was all this energy when he was right there in front of your face?
Well, he's not there.
What was all this energy when you had time to address the situation at hand?
Well, he ain't there now. I can say what I want.
And I'm trying to figure out.
What you trying to figure out?
With things that what happened so bad that you couldn't address it, but you have to go online and go public about it.
Because I want to.
And talk shit.
Because I'm grown.
You a foul character. You a disloyal person. You were never real and true and authentic. You were always a flunky. You were always a fraud. See, the way you went about that was fraud.
Okay.
The way you went about that opportunity was fraud.
Okay.
And it's going to reveal itself over time.
We don't care.
See, your heart keeps you from doing fuck shit. Your heart keeps you from being a foul person. And doing ill intent. And doing the wrong things. See, your heart keeps you moral. Keep you upright with your principles.
Child, please.
Integrity. Doing the right thing. Upholding morals and principles no matter what. Three God, Elohio, our husband, he gave us the tools and the knowledge to know how to combat these demons, combat these shadows. You're not supposed to turn on him. You're not supposed to go against him. See, in the streets, if you was to go against your OG, it's going against the G code. That's going against the morals.
They had to cut that.
That's going against yo.
They had to cut that, and she had to start over. They had to cut that. If you go get your OG, child, please, you ain't ever even been in the street and had an OG. Stop it. Stop it. You don't even know what an OG is. Because guess what? In the streets, you say goodnight to your OG, and then you go home, the OG go home. Okay? OG ain't keeping you up in no house, beating you up all damn day, follow some fake ass knowledge. You don't even know what an OG is, girl. You don't even, because if you had an OG, you wouldn't be in a cult. Exactly. Zoka still does not look healthy. Zoka still look like a bag lady. Pack light. Zoka look like a bag lady. Fufu look like a Martian or something. Look at Fufu head. And Aya look like she always going to a funeral. Aya looks like she's always ready to go to a funeral. And she talking about, and the OG, girl, you only going by what Nature Boy said. How you gonna teach us about the old days? And you 22, 23 years old, when you want to teach us about the old days, what the old child, please. Let me tell you something. Y'all going back and forth with the ones who has left. Really know they don't care. You can't shame them no more. They don't care. And sometimes, if you know y'all did so much shit, let them talk and shut up. Because what you're doing is y'all getting people really mad. And the more mad they get, the more stuff they're going to tell. Shut up. They don't know when to shut up. Your OG didn't tell y'all when to shut up. So y'all think y'all going after Musa and freaking Loyal. Hey, baby. Loca Zoka. Loca Zoka wants a body slam slower. I know she do. My OG kept me on my toes. I made sure to listen to her. Oh, you don't go home with your damn OG. You see your OG say something to you real quick, then you go about your business. I don't know what Nature Nut is talking about. Nature Nut never had an OG. He was in a mental institution. From there, he did nothing.
Your God, he's giving you all his wisdom, all his knowledge, all his information, taught you, educated you, put you up on game. And what you do? You turn your back. And you know the funny thing is, you were always like that. That wasn't because...
Why you can't talk regular? Why they gotta keep cutting you up because you fucked up and they like start over? Start over. They do some really good editing, but for Malia, it's not enough good editing on Earth. Malia is so bad. Malia is so bad. There's not enough editing, good enough editing on Earth. She keep effing up. And they gotta be rewind the camera. Rewind the camera. This is tape number 559. Snap. This is number tape 1000 and something. Snap. Roll the camera.
Because he left. He just took himself out the situation to see what he had. And now it's revealed. Everything comes to the light eventually. So you can't sit in the dark the whole time. So it's gonna come to the light. So everything you're doing is gonna come to the light. So we just have to see what we had in our corner. And the snakes that we had in our grass.
Okay.
the disloyal people that was around us. We just had to see. We had to take the energy out, move it around a little bit to see what we had.
Here's being up on the chief. The first C is commitment. First of all, the second C is communication. Years. If you know anything about carbonation, you know that we have meetings. We are a family. We are a business. We're the kingdom of God. We sit down and talk about anything.
Lord.
If anybody in a family wanted to talk about anything, they could have said, I want to call a meeting. Pyramid Chief, I want to have a meeting. Communication.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything for years.
Okay.
Chief is in jail right now. Now everybody's going on the internet and talking about everything. But where was all of this energy when you was actually here?
Why not go on the internet when your chief is taught y'all to keep it on the internet, right? Isn't he following? Ain't that communication? He's communicating. They're communicating on the internet the way your chief has taught them. They're committed into telling their story on the internet the way your chief has taught them. So they're doing the 3 C's.
Why are we waiting until Chief is locked up, can't talk for himself, is in a situation where he has no control of anything, and we on the internet? The internet give cowards an outlet. You see, people are from the suburbs. People are goofy. People didn't have, somebody to put them up on game. People didn't have a daddy, or they were just goofy. And that's what Chief was trying to bring us. We didn't have no guide. We was in a world lost. He given us the codes, the MODs, courage. In the face of adversity, have courage. Never bite the hand that feeds you. Anger come from hurt. Hurt come from a misunderstanding. But everybody's on here expressing hurt.
Thank you, Missy.
Confusions and illusions. People did not keep the knowledge. That's why they trapped in their shadows. They trapped in illusions. But let me tell you something. This is a trend. The truth is forever. And the same lips that will kiss your ass, the same lips that will kiss your ass will curse your name. And guess what? They're gonna kiss your ass again, because the truth is forever and the trend is temporary. Pyramids, stay solid no matter what, because the truth is solid.
Salutations.
It's a trend to become a victim these days.
Oh gosh.
You want to discard the knowledge, but it don't suit them.
Where your baby?
Their feelings. But facts over feelings, boo. You came into this being's life and said, I wanted to be a student of yours. I wanted you to teach me. I watched you for years and wanted to be a reflection of you. Only thing that you didn't like about yourself was that you couldn't be a vibrational match for the knowledge itself. Chief is a vibration of match. He is the anointed one. When you see fake is a snake. When you see real, it's authentic. It's always here. It's rare.
Oh, Lordy.
Because it's going to speak up when no one says nothing. It's going to be honest when everyone wants to hide. Everyone here was hiding, not being authentic. But only person was talking, only person that was speaking up and was pointing out demons in the reality was the Most High Chief.
Where your damn baby, Chick?
Peace to my chief folk.
Where your baby? Where your baby? Where your baby?
The devil and hate comes when it is darkness within your mind and misunderstanding.
Are we misunderstood about your baby?
But in reality, you are the observer of your whole mind. This is your mind you're projecting this world. You made all the obstacles for you to see who you are. And you are judged upon who you are based off your reactions and your responses. So who you see yourself as right now, which is a snake, a coward, takes its tail and puts it behind its hind legs and tucks it when no one else is looking. No integrity, no respect, or love for yourself, because it's the self-hatred that's playing out right now.
Where your baby?
You don't have the heart and the courage and the action and the willpower and the truth within you that makes you want to come and speak to your brother or your sister in a way that brings understanding. You rather cause confusion. You rather have a whole bunch of people praising you for hating what everyone hates, which is truth and which is honesty, which is rare. But you want to go against that. And you want to be accepted by the majority, which is the majority is doing what? Hiding from their own selves, being demons, pointing the blame at somebody else without taking accountability. True God takes accountability for the things they go through. They look at themselves in the eye, they look at other people in the eye, they confront what they could have did better in the situation.
That's a great.
True love is understanding. True love does not bring strife or confusion. Love clears off all counsel, clears up all misunderstandings.
Yeah.
So when you understand who you are, when you understand who you are in this reality and what you're here to do, you play your role rather than trying to be like someone else, rather than pose on the camera as something else that you really are not. Because in reality, when you have to sit with yourself when you die, you're going to face all the actions that you did in this reality to show who you are. You not hold up the morals and principles you spoke of. Because what you speak out your mouth, you will then eat because you are not doing exactly what you spoke of. Make sure you watch people when they speak, because they will speak something and do a whole nother different type of thing.
That part.
You're just watching cowards have an outlet on the internet. But the real recognize real because he's caged. He ain't have a voice to speak. He's quiet right now.
He ain't quiet.
And now you want to go online and speak lies.
Yeah.
But everything will be revealed.
Yeah, your baby is
I have
gonna be
understanding
revealed.
and compassion because you do not have awareness of yourself. You hate yourself. You are still trying to look for yourself through outside sources when you say you are the source. You came to Chief to fill yourself up with his power. You got confused when you saw that you didn't have that same power within yourself. You were weak to your own demons. You fell short. You put your desires before the kingdom of God. You did not hold up your morals and principles in the face of adversity. All of these things that you're thinking that is yours, you're attaining, you're getting all these materialistic things, those are all your obstacles. Face that.
Remember, love never keeps no wrongdoing. Love doesn't envy. Love doesn't hate.
Oh,
love
Lord.
is not malice.
Yeah.
Love is truth. Concrete. Proven facts.
Well, then tell the
evidence
truth.
that can be proven.
But tell the
Nothing
truth,
that can be hidden in the dark. Nothing that's taboo. Absolute truth. Facts. And that's what the Most High Eligio Bishop is. He is facts. Absolute truth. And what he has come to bring is truth. And you was too coward to take it. You were too coward to deal with it.
You too coward to deal with your son.
But now you see yourself. Now you are faced with yourself. With everything you try to hide, it's revealed now. Keep showing love. Keep supporting if you supporting. Keep riding if you riding. Staying 10 toes down, never folding.
At all times.
Pyramid.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Or don't y'all got some kids to tend to? Shit. Malia, why you ain't 10 toes down with your damn son? Don't you and freaking Aya got some kids to attend to? Bobby got to hear the stupidness. Don't y'all got some kids to call and say, I just called to say I love you? Don't you got some kids to call and say you love them? How they doing? Did you eat today? Something? That's a cowardice. No, girl. You owe that. Y'all talk about you knew not to talk about that damn baby, Zoka. Zoka knew not to talk about that damn baby. She stayed away from that. All that coward, all that bullshit you talking, little Miss Loca Zoka. All that bullshit. I bet you didn't bring up that baby. I bet you didn't call him a liar. I bet you did not correct. Say what you. I don't know what Solar is doing, but I know for a fact you ain't bring up that damn baby. You ain't say that man is crazy. You ain't say that man lied. You didn't say that. Listen, our baby was born with the cord. Remember, pick a lie, Zoka. Pick a lie. You didn't say he know our baby was born with the cord around his neck, or she didn't say he know our baby was stillborn. That chick she's staying far away from that subject. Far away. But you want to call somebody a coward, but his main thing is y'all child. Why you ain't saying nothing, Zoka? Why you ain't saying nothing? Why you call that man a liar? You did everything but call him a liar. You got that right, Jackie. Jack, I know what she ain't gonna say. We already know what they're going to say, but we know what they ain't gonna say. I know you ain't gonna talk about that damn baby. We know that one. Now tomorrow, we're gonna see. Who know what we're gonna see tomorrow? But I know I see you guys tomorrow because I gotta go get these bones into bed. But I like to say thank you guys. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. I appreciate everybody who's watching the replay. You guys, I appreciate all of you guys. And I thank you all for choosing this channel to be on, to be in the chat, to watch. Because there is no me without you. So don't forget, if you haven't hit the like, take some time out and hit that like. Like right now, hit that like. If you are new to the channel, take that time and hit the subscribe. And if you have a comment, drop it down below, baby. And I see you guys mañana. Thank you all. Peace. And I am out for real. I'm out for real, Nicole. I'm really out. I'm out of here, Nick. Peace.